Off Studio 2.
Okay, guys, we are back with Entombed Part 2. In the last part, we discussed the jobs and races, and I do apologize that it was rather longer than I intended, but I think we detailed the races and jobs really well, and if you don't want to listen to that, you can skip that part and actually listen to this part, which is why I started a new part for people that don't want to listen to all that. But for people that are new to the game, I think it's a good idea that they are familiar with the races and jobs and how they work. I still have Blind Gamer here, so
hello, ladies and gentlemen, and other alienated and unalienated species. My name is Blind Gamer, and I am back for some more Entombed. Now, last part was a lot longer than we had intended it to be.
yeah.
But I'm actually glad because I wanted to give the people who played Entombed and wanted to start playing it, who were new, I wanted to give them a bit of an idea of what's good.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just got a weird Skype message from a friend of mine. But I'm glad that I was able to provide people who played the game with somewhat of a general idea of what's good, what's okay, and what sucks. Now, granted, you have the right to disagree with me and what I say, because I kind of took a massive horse and dog crap on Paladins, because I think they suck. But, you have the right to disagree with me. Now, though, keep in mind, I've been playing this game for a lot of years. So has, Bryant here, and we know a lot about it. Now I'm saying, oh my god, I've been playing this game for years, you need to listen to me. No, of course not. If you think Paladins are good, then by all means, go with Paladins. But I'm just sharing my personal opinion as well as stating out the facts.
Yeah.
With that opinion.
I think I started playing this game in 09.
Talking.
Or very beginning of 2010.
I've been playing this game longer than I have.
So
I've been playing this since like 2018.
Yeah. So I probably completed over like I don't know how many games, but
oh, I've completed like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I've completed a lot. So, yeah. But if you don't want to listen to us rambling and talking like madmen, you can listen to this, and we're gonna actually play the game this time.
Well, that's usually how we are, so yeah.
Yeah, that is, but yeah, we're not gonna get into that. That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the question is, what do we want to
That
play
was
as?
just what I was about to ask you. Have you figured out what
Now,
you want?
one thing I do want to mention, one quick thing I did forget to mention about some of the races is depending on, so some races actually have weapon abilities by default, no matter which job you choose. Elves, for example, will always have the long swords ability, or the long sword skill, no matter what job they are. Even if the job doesn't get the long sword skill, they'll still have the long sword skill and be able to use them, and that's really nice for something like especially if you're an elf necromancer, because long swords tend to do more damage, and if you have a long sword that boosts intelligence, you can use that, versus something that does not have the long sword's ability. You're limited to, because usually magic jobs cannot use very many weapons. They can only use like short swords or daggers or hand axes. And And ogres will always have the large clubs and hammers ability, which are mauls and great clubs and stuff like that. So even if you
are they not also warhammers, or are they just hammers?
Warhammers are just Warhammers fall under the clubs and hammers skill. Even though it says large Warhammer, it just means clubs and hammers, which I've never really understood. But it's the same way with battle axes, because they have large in their name, but they actually, to increase their damage, you need to increase the axe's ability, and that's the category they're listed under in the bazaar. So
I personally find that axes are one of the best weapons in the game. They can wreck things.
Large axes are one of the best weapons in the game, yeah, and those are great axes.
No, I'm saying like axes in general, like minus the both qualities. I'm saying like axes, like in general, the weapon.
Mm-hmm. Even hand axes aren't too bad. Hand axes are okay. So yeah, I did want to note that about certain races. Elves will get long swords by default. Ogres will get large clubs and hammers. I believe half elves also might have the long swords ability, which is just called swords. Because there's swords and then there's short swords, and there are large swords which do not work. Because
large swords.
Large swords are great swords and claymores. Yeah. But they don't have an associated skill, so nobody can use them. So, which is...
Why are broadswords under there then?
Broadswords are long swords. Broadswords, falchions, bastard swords.
Bastard swords?
Yeah.
Why do they call them bastard swords?
Yeah.
What about basilards? They're short swords, right?
Those are short swords.
Yeah.
So, what to play as? I think... I think for this playthrough, I would like to be something magical. So, in order to do that, I think I will choose Elf.
Stop recording checkbox. Stop recording checkbox. Chat. Chris's service. Entombed row 1 column. Mage. Fighter. Paladin. Cancel. Human. Goblin. Elf. Choose your job. Fighter.
No, we are not being an elf fighter.
Mage.
Necrodruid?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Range necromancer.
Alright.
So, let's
Range necromancer.
press enter on necromancer and we will get put into the dungeon.
Starting new game. Sarah raised the centuries old duchess as a personal slave in Dorgard. For this reason, the dungeon is your new home. Your adventure has begun.
Okay, so you're told what you did and why you were thrown into the dungeon.
What you did depends on your class, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it depends on your job. So
I call them classes because they're, I don't know, RPG terminology.
Yeah. But I think you get what I mean. I just call them jobs because the game says jobs, but I think either way, so
channel media. Logan left channel
we're in the dungeon now, so now I think is a good time to go over some key commands. The arrow keys will walk in the 4 directions, so left will move you west, right is east, up is north, and down is south. If I hit slash here,
Nearest unexplored space, east, 3.
that will tell us the unexplored space, the nearest unexplored space, which that is a command I use a lot because my navigation isn't very good, and
yeah, I use it like a lot. Like
and this game has no sort of marking system, so now what you can do is if I hit L,
Current location, 111 first floor. You haven't been here before.
so it says I haven't been here before, meaning I haven't visited this specific location on this floor. So the shift key,
Context menu, nearest unexplored space, slash key.
so this will pull up a list of the commands in the game. You can execute commands this way if you press enter on a command in here, but it's going to be slower. So
Location, L. Character status, C. Inventory, I. Equipment, E. Magic, M. Pickup items, G. Search, Z. Rest, R. Save game, F5. Nearest unexplored space, slash key.
okay,
Cancel.
so those are the key commands. If I hit C,
Sarah's character details. Allocate skill points. General information. Sarah is a male elf necromancer. Health status.
oops.
General information. Cancel.
Oh, you know what?
Options
Hold on.
Load change prep. Return to type. Main menu. Character creation. Please. Now enter this character is Sarah. Choose your race. Human. Goblin. Elf. Choose your mage. Inward thief. Ranger. Necromancer. Starting new game.
There we go.
Wait, what did you do?
I had to restart because
is a personal slave and door guard. For this reason, the dungeon is your new home. Your adventure has begun.
Sarah was a male, not a female. So, and
Sarah's torso. Cancel.
that's a little bit weird. So,
Yeah.
so if I hit C,
Sarah's character details. Allocate skill points. General information. Sarah is a female elf necromancer. Health status. 100 out of 100 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 1 out of 1 ability points. Overall, not injured. Health status. Character statistics. Strength, weak. Intelligence, smart. Coordination, average. Creativity, average. Speed, agile. Fortune, undetermined. Cat experience. Sarah is level 1 and needs 500 experience to attain level 2. Experience. Jobs. Allocate skill point jobs. Necromancer.
so if I go into the jobs menu,
Necromancer. Description.
we have description. So let's read this.
Necromancers have an unnatural and unhealthy obsession with the dead. Fearing nothing, they command their slaves from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't like these descriptions.
I don't either. I think
They're
a lot of them could definitely be better.
yeah, no.
So, they don't really give you a lot of information as to what the job can and can't do. They're just a general thing about it.
Abilities. Summon Bones. Ice Blast. Banish Undead. Summon Bones. Summon Bones costs 1 magic points. It is a beneficial necromancy spell. Ice Blast. Ice Blast costs 10 magic points. It is a harmful elemental spell.
This is the other thing too. Spells don't really have descriptions as to what they specifically do. It would be cool if Ice Blast had some sort of description as to what the spell specifically, as to what it specifically does. But right
Ice Blast
now,
costs 10 magic points. It is a harmful elemental spell.
all it says is it's a harmful elemental spell. I would like to have more than that.
Same.
Banish Undead. Banish Undead costs 10 magic points. It is a harmful necromancy spell. Cancel. Abilities. Skills. Ice Blast. Level 1. This skill can be raised another 4 points. Improves the damage that the Ice Blast spell inflicts. Banish Undead. Level 1. This skill can be raised another 4 points. Improves the damage that the Banish Undead spell inflicts and increases the chance for an instant kill. Daggers and... Level 1. This skill can be raised another 4 points. Improves damage and accuracy when using daggers and knives. Staves. Level 1. This skill can be raised another 4 points. Improves damage and accuracy when using staves.
I think that means staves.
Yeah.
Ice
I
Blast.
was like, what the hell is a stave?
Banish Undead. Ice Blast. Banish daggers and knives.
By the way, I don't
Banish
think...
Undead. Level 1. This skill can be raised another 4 points. Improves the damage that the Banish Undead spell inflicts and increases the chance for an instant kill.
I don't think the instant kill thing works.
It doesn't.
Because I've had Banish Undead at level 5 before, and it's like never triggered an instant kill.
Nope.
So
Cancel. Description. Abilities. Skills. Description.
Okay.
Cancel. General health character extra jobs. Allocate skill points.
now, we do start out with 1 skill point.
Sarah has 1 skill point. The following skills can be improved. Ice Blast. Level 1 of 5.
So here is the skills menu. You navigate it with
Banish
the
Undead. Level Ice Blast. Banish daggers
up,
and
down,
knives.
left, or right arrows.
Banish Ice Blast. Level 1 of 5.
To increase a skill, you use the what do you call those keys? Is it
I think you're referring to the dash and it equals keys?
Input help on.
me
Equals.
see.
Dash.
Yeah.
NVDA +1. Input help off.
okay? So
Ice
dash
Blast. Level 1 of 5.
will
Input help on equals.
will
NVDA
decrease
+1. Confirmed Ice Blast.
a
Level 1 of
skill
5.
level, and equals will increase
Confirmed Ice Blast.
it.
Level 1 of 5.
So generally, the first thing I improve when I play as Necromancer is Ice Blast. So that's what I'm going to put
Same.
point
That's the first
into
thing
Ice
I
Blast.
improve as well. When I'm not cheating my skill points, that is.
What?
I said that's the first thing I improve when I'm not cheating my skill points.
Yeah.
Ice Blast has increased to level 2. Ice Blast. Level 2 of 5.
Now, it's important to note that when you hit confirm changes, you're not going to get these skill points back. So what you decide is final. So make sure you actually want to do this before you hit confirm. Because you can't get those skill points back. So
Confirm changes.
I'm going to hit confirm.
Skill point changes. Save. General information. Cancel.
Now, E
Sarah's equipment menu. Head.
will access the equipment menu.
Torso. Left arm. Left hand. Right hand. Waist. Left leg. Right leg. Left foot. Right foot.
And these are the different body parts of the character. Now, one thing I want to mention, as I stated earlier in part 1, this is not a game where you die if your HP reaches 0. So each body part has its own health value. And if too many body parts get mangled, or your head or torso gets mangled, you'll die. So if you want to instantly kill something, you generally want to aim for the head, because that's a way of doing damage quickly. Generally, the weakest body parts are the hands. And another thing too is generally, so when a body part is targeted and it says how much damage it did, it'll only do the amount of damage that the body part can withstand before it is before it's either mangled or shattered or chopped off. So when it says like you did extreme damage to the left hand or whatever, that's not necessarily true, because it only does the amount of damage that the body part can withstand before it's...
I really don't like that.
No.
Also, I really didn't know that too, but I really don't like that too much.
Yeah. Which is why when you put when you reattach body parts, you still need to heal them, because they're still going to be damaged a little bit when you put them back on. So you'll want to make sure that they're healed fully. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting system.
Cancel.
Also, skeletons and zombies, I don't believe can have reattach. I don't believe reattach will work on those. I don't think you can reattach limbs to a skeleton or a zombie. So, let's see, are there any keys I'm missing? I don't think so. Now, generally, you do start with a weapon, which I usually remove.
It's extremely inaccurate. Unequip it.
Yeah. I always unequip this weapon, because it's crap, and I prefer to attack with my fists usually at first, because you have the tendency to do more damage than you do with this weapon.
Sarah's equipment, torso, left arm, right arm, left hand. You are holding a decent large bent rosewood branch in your left hand. You're wearing nothing on your left hand. There is nothing that Sarah can equip. Remove decent large bent rosewood branch. You've removed a decent large bent rosewood branch. Cancel.
And I'm also going to access my inventory with I.
Inventory menu. Decent large bent rosewood branch.
And I'm going to drop this.
You've dropped a decent large bent rosewood branch. Options menu. Cancel.
Now, the escape
Options
key
menu. Save game.
will access
Load
options.
game. Change preferences. Return to title. Exit. Save game. Cancel.
And you do start with a companion, which is your
Sarah's pet's character details. General information.
Sarah's pet in this case.
Sarah's pet is a female wolf 4.
I'm not sure why it says 4 after the name, but this is a wolf.
Health status. 165 out of 165 health. 100 out of 100 magic points. 0 out of 0 ability points. Overall, not injured. Health status. Character statistics. Strength, average. Intelligence, moronic. Coordination, accurate. Creativity, average. Speed, agile. Fortune, undetermined. Character statistics.
And by level 2 it'll be muscular. So, but I tend to reincarnate my pet later because, especially later, it doesn't do enough damage to really,
Now, can I clarify something real quick before we continue?
Yeah.
So, you're probably thinking right now, well, he's talking about reincarnating people, right? Well, if he doesn't have a druid in his party, how is he gonna do that? Well, did you already touch on this? I don't think you did.
You what?
But in case you didn't, did you touch on what I'm about to talk about?
Yeah. There are reincarnate scrolls.
The scroll system, I mean. Yeah. So basically, because we didn't talk much about that in part 1, part 2, the scrolls basically allow you to cast a spell that none of your characters know how to cast on their own. It does not cost you any magic points. It just expends the scroll. So if you have a reincarnate scroll and you get something, then that's what you get, unless you reload your game and try it again, and you will get something different each time.
Yeah.
That does not apply to characters, though, and I'm actually really excited to see your first character because this is going to be interesting. We're going to share our opinions on this character.
Yeah. Now, it's important to note you can only be reincarnated once, so if you die, you can't be reincarnated again. Back in the early versions of this game, you could do it as many times as you wanted, but not anymore. So I need to be right back in like a minute because I need to do something real quick that will take me like a minute. So if you have anything to say to keep this audience entertained, then go ahead and do that. But I'll be back in just like 1 minute. So.
Yep, I got you. What? His voice activation slider is not at 0. Oh my gosh. So what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're stuck with me now. Your awful podcast host, and that's such a travesty. Yeah, too bad. So, I just want to quickly discover what we mean by second character. In this game, you're not alone, because if you were, you would die, like, extremely quickly, especially to those high-level bosses. No, hell no. You are not alone. On the 2nd floor and the 5th floor, you will get 2 other party members, for a total of 3 plus your pet, who just hangs around, and, you know, he's just chilling. He's my pet. Don't touch my pet. You know what? I'm done. So, in the 2nd and 5th floor, you do get characters, and truly the diversity of the game comes when you get your characters. Because when you start a new game, your characters are set. So you better hope you get something good, or you're like me, who gets a paladin, shakes his phone like this, and then restarts the game. If you're not one of those people, then you're gonna have to either 1, find a secondary job, which is really hard to do. Number 2, don't. Just have it protect people. I guess. That's the only thing you do with paladins, because they suck! So how about we just sit in silence as Bryant comes back, and at this point I'm just messing around, to be honest. But yeah. So there will also be paths that you will take that will affect a few things, namely your encounters and who you fight. But we're gonna get to that later, because that's some stuff that we will meet in the 5th floor. And we are not in the 5th floor just yet. We are in the 1st floor. There are stairways that you can take. I'm just saying random entombed facts. This game was coded in C++. I think.
Caps lock.
It's not C#.
Studio.
There you go!
Okay.
Your voice activation slider is not at 0, by the way.
Oh, crap.
Off Studio 2. Entombed group. Chris's server. Chris micro voice chat history message. Master volley microphone voice activation level
Unless
slider
it
1.
is.
0.
I'm stupid.
There.
Okay.
Now it is.
So I was just talking to them about how leaving them with me was such a great travesty, and that you should have never done it again. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to go do something real quick.
We hope you can. We're sorry. He didn't mean to leave you with me. That's such a tragedy.
No, it wasn't my intention, but sometimes things happen
Sometimes
to where
you gotta sacrifice. You gotta make a sacrifice.
yeah, you have to sacrifice stuff for a little insanity.
Yeah.
But
now we're back.
yeah.
So basically, aside from telling them that, I was also explaining to them that you get party members, and that once you start a new game, your characters cannot be reloaded and reobtained. Actually, yes, they can, but they're going to be the same exact thing.
They're going to be
I learned that the hard way when I got a fairy trickster, and I flipped my lid over that bullcrap.
Now, I'm curious about your opinion about this. Do you think it would be nice if that weren't the case, that you could reload and it could generate something else, or do you think it should just be the same thing?
I'm mixed on that, because on one hand, yes, it would be great if you got a terrible character and you reloaded it and it was something else. But on the other hand, that would kind of affect the game a little bit, because what you get is what you get.
Yeah.
In the game right now, what you get is what you get. There's no changing what you get. So I'm kind of mixed on that.
That's true. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. It really, I mean, if that were the case, you could just reload until you actually got something you really wanted, and then say, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep reloading until I get something really, really good. And sometimes you have to deal with bad party members, and it's, to me, it kind of breaks the randomness factor of the game, because it would kind of break the randomness factor if you could just do that. Because as you said, what you get is what you get, and you either have to deal with it or just start the game over. Or do something which I won't disclose yet. But
oh, the armor thing?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
There is also a way to rescue something else other than what you were intended to rescue, but
there's actually a way for you to have more than 3 characters in your party.
Yeah. But that's for another part of this, which I may show how to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disclose how you do that, but all I'm gonna say is it does involve a little bit of file manipulation.
Yeah.
Within your entombed.
And if you're not careful, you can mess things up.
Oh, yes, you can end up with you can end up getting stuck in places you don't want to be stuck.
Yeah. So, I think we're ready to actually walk around now and fight things.
1.
So, let me...
Obstute entombed row 1 entombed. Experience. Cancel. Searching the floor, you find decent large bent rosewood branch.
So that sound is the sound you hear when there are items on the ground to pick up.
Decent large bent rosewood branch.
If I hit G, I can see what they are. The only thing I have is this branch, and we're not going to pick that up.
Nearest unexplored space. West 1. South 2. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 3. Nearest unexplored space. West 1.
Now those are doors.
Nearest unexplored space. North 1. The following items are lying here. 2 healing potions. 2 healing potions.
Oh, I am definitely going to get those.
You pick up 2.
You want to have as many healing potions on hand as you can.
Oh yeah.
Those
Healing
are probably
potions
the most
are
important
great.
item.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because have you covered resting yet? I don't have to
No.
here, but like I had to kind of. Okay, so when you take, let me just cover this real quick. While you can do stuff. When you take damage, you can hit R after the battle to rest, and you will restore your magic points, your ability points, although it may take more than one rest session, and your hit points to full if none of your limbs are broken or mangled. Basically mangled, broken, same thing. So if one of your limbs is mangled, then your health pool will not be full because, well, your health points that you have are evenly split throughout your various limbs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if one of your limbs' health is broken or mangled, that means that they're at 0, and that's not good. So, what you want to do then is you want to use a healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
And that will heal it. If you have a healer, you could do that as well. Easy. But, yes, you do also want to get healing potions. We will talk about poison and zombie rot, which are potions you want to have on hand. Because, well, when we meet skeletons and zombies, I'll explain that. But, for now, keep going.
Speaking of which, if I hit I...
Inventory menu. 2 healing potions.
And then I hit tab...
Weapons. None. Clothing and armor. None. Expendables. 2 healing potions.
That will cycle between inventory categories.
Equipped items. None. Cancel.
So... Expendables are potions and scrolls.
Nearest unexplored space. North 2. The 2 cure poison potions. Dubious 18 iron arrow. 2 cure poison potions. You've picked up 2 cure poison potions. Dubious 18 iron arrows.
Should I pick these arrows up?
Dubious 18 iron arrows.
What do you think?
Dubious 18 iron arrows.
I think I will, in case somebody
You've
gets
picked
a... In case I have somebody that can use a bow later.
True.
I think I'll get rid of him if we get to, like... to rescue our last character and I don't have anyone.
Sarah, find.
Okay. So we have an enemy now, and the music is different. So if I hit... so we are in the battle menu now. So in here is fight, magic,
defend.
Now, if you have a character that can use abilities, you would see the techniques menu item under here. But this character does not because it's a necromancer and it doesn't use ability points. So defend will let you, you'll kind of take a defensive stance and it'll slightly reduce the damage you take. I'm pretty sure it only works for physical attacks though. There are ways to minimize magic damage, but they're not. They're only by scrolls. So below defend, we have battle timeline. Now this can be useful because it'll show you who will act in order of the turns. So if I hit enter,
battle timeline. Sarah's pet, Kobold.
So the Kobold is going to act last, and I'm going to act right now.
Throw.
So throw, you can throw things at enemies, which I don't think throw does a lot of damage, even if you throw throw weapons at things. But if enemies are knocked over with throw, sometimes they'll waste turns getting up, and so that can be a way to knock them over.
Pick up.
You can pick up something.
Equipment. Inventory. Status. Retreat.
We can retreat, so retreat will try and make you run away. It won't always be successful.
If things are faster than you, you will not be able to get away, and
No.
you will waste your turn,
Yeah,
and it
so
will do damage to you.
good luck trying to retreat often is like an ogre, especially at first, because you're not going to be able to escape many battles. So
Find. Retreat. Status. Retreat. Find.
fight will let us attack physically, but I think I'm going to use
Summon bone. Ice blast. Cobalt.
I'm going to use Ice Blast on this Kobold. Now, this is where I want to cover the targeting system. So, both magic and physical attacks can be targeted. At least most magic spells can be. There are some that can't be. Harm being one of them. That can't actually be targeted. But Ice Blast can be. So, one will aim for the left leg and left foot. Two, I don't think two does anything.
It doesn't.
Three aims for the right leg and right foot. Four is for the arm, left hand. Five is for the waist and torso area. Which most of the time, if you don't target anything with the number row, by default you're going to aim for the torso. That's not always the case, but sometimes you'll target randomly, but usually, more often than not, you'll aim for the torso. And then 6 is for the right arm and right hand, and 8 is for the head. So I'm going to try and aim for the head. So I'm going to hold down 8 and hit enter.
Head. 9 damage. The kobold's head is mangled. The kobold has been defeated. 75 experience awarded.
And that is how you kill stuff quickly. Of course, this was a kobold, so it wasn't very hard to kill, but if you want to kill something quickly, then do as much damage as you can to the head, because without heads, you can't live. So let's see what this kobold was carrying.
Searching the floor, you find kobold corpse.
Oh, there's something I forgot to go over. I'll go over that in the next battle.
Dubious copper buckler. This is a kobold made dubious copper buckler.
So we can press X to examine.
This is a kobold made dubious copper buckler. It has the following attributes: protection, 2 points. It's
Items.
made up of a copper buckler and a bare leather strap.
And if we were wearing another item in that wear location, we can also press C
Compare this item with all characters. Sarah.
and compare it to what I'm already wearing.
Cancelled.
But necromancers cannot use bucklers, but I am going to pick this up anyway, in case I get someone that can.
You've picked up a dubious copper buckler. Dubious linen loincloth. Crude deer leather whip. Dubious linen loincloth. Kobold corpse. Dubious linen loincloth. This is a kobold made dubious linen loincloth. It has the following attributes: protection. 1 point. It's made up of a linen loincloth.
Yeah, that's bad.
Crude deer leather whip. This is unspecified made crude deer leather whip. It has the following attributes: base damage, 3 points, base accuracy, 90%. It's made up of a deer leather strap and a rabbit leather grip.
Real quick, let me go over the weapon qualities. So, if you noticed, it'll say like crude or dubious. So let's go over what that means. Crude is garbo. Poor is less garbo, but still garbo. Dubious is mid-ish.
Yeah.
Decent's decent. Good is good. Great is great. Excellent is excellent. And legendary is, well, legendary.
Yeah. Of course, not all legendary things are going to be as legendary as they sound, especially if you get like a legendary loincloth or something, because loincloths don't provide very much protection at all, and even with legendary loincloths, you're not going to get much protection-wise. So it also depends on the material the weapon's made of, how much protection it offers. So for example, dubious steel things will tend to provide better protection than dubious bronze or whatever. Same with weapons. Well, actually, weapons, that's not so much the case, but it is the case for armor.
Cancel. Nearest unexplored space. South. 2. East. 1. Nearest unexplored space. North. 1. Nearest unexplored space. East. 1. Encountered 4 enemies. Cave Bat 2. Sarah's Pet. 1 damage. Cave Bat 3. Sarah's Pet. 1 damage. Sarah. Find.
So these are cave bats. Cave bats are not very good at all. As you can hear, they're not doing very much damage. Light damage is less than 1 damage. It's probably like half a hit point. So
Magic. Find. Magic. Summon Ice Plant. Cave Bat 1.
if I press X,
This is a male cave bat. He appears not injured. He has no equipment. He has no serious injuries.
so we can examine our enemies.
Cancel. Summon Bones. Ice Plants. Cave Bat 1. Right leg. 12 damage. Sarah's Pet. Cave Bat 4. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Cave Bat 1. Sarah's Pet. Light damage.
I wouldn't
Sarah's
use
Pet.
Ice
Cave Bat
Blast
3.
in my cave bat because there's really no point.
Magic. Find. Cave Bat 1. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground.
Yeah, that's
2
true.
damage. Critically injured. 2 damage. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Cave Bat 3. Sarah. 1 damage.
Oh, that's...
Cave Bat 2. Sarah's Pet. Head. 1 damage. Sarah's Pet. Cave Bat 2. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. Sarah. Find. Cave Bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 3 damage. Badly injured. 4 damage. The Cave Bat's torso is mangled. The Cave Bat has been defeated. 80 experience awarded.
That's another thing is there are different levels of injured. So there's not injured, and then there's slightly injured, injured, badly injured, and critically injured.
Resting.
So
Resting completed.
let's rest.
The following
And
Cave Bat corpse. Cancelled. Nearest unexplored space. East. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. You haven't discovered a location. Nearest unexplored space. East. 1.
oh, period will tell us
You haven't discovered a location of a stairway down.
the coordinates or the location of the stairways down, and comma will tell location of the stairway up.
Nearest unexplored space. North. 1. Nearest unexplored space. East. 1.
And control slash
Encountered 3 enemies. Cobalt Mage. Sarah. Light damage.
will show you
1 damage. Cobalt 1. Sarah.
secret areas
Cobalt 2. Sarah.
where they are.
Sarah. Find. Cobalt 1. 3 damage. Sarah's pet. Cobalt 2. Right hand. 8 damage. The Cobalt's right hand is bitten off. The Sarah's pet spits Cobalt's right hand onto the ground. The Cobalt drops a crude copper morning star. Cobalt Mage. The Cobalt Mage grabs a crude copper morning star off the ground and begins wielding it. Cobalt 1. Sarah's pet. 1 damage. Cobalt 2.
What
Sarah.
kind of a weapon is a morning
damage.
star?
Sarah. Find. Magic. Summon by Ice Blast. Cobalt 1. Cobalt 2. Left leg. 12 damage. The Cobalt
I
left
heard
leg is mangled.
somewhere
The
it's like
Cobalt falls over. The
a
Cobalt has been defeated.
sharp
Sarah's pet.
star,
Cobalt
like a
1.
star
Right hand.
shaped thing
3
with a
damage.
point at the end of it.
Cobalt
It
Mage.
kind of
Sarah's
sucks
pet.
in terms of
Front left
weapons.
leg. 1 damage. Cobalt 1.
I think it goes
Sarah.
under the
1
maces
damage.
and flails category.
Sarah. Find. Magic. Summon Ice Cobalt 1.
It does.
Right leg. 12 damage. The Cobalt's right leg is mangled. The Cobalt falls over. The Cobalt has been defeated. Sarah's pet. Cobalt Mage. 8 damage. Badly injured. Cobalt Mage. Cobalt Mage cast Shrink. Sarah's pet. Sarah's pet shrinks down to a smaller version of itself. Sarah. Fine. Cobalt 3 damage. Critically injured. Sarah's pet. Cobalt Mage. Left leg. 5 damage. The Cobalt Mage has been defeated. 225 experience awarded. Collected 3 gold. The following items are Cobalt Corpse. Dubious Teak Buckler. Crude Copper Morning Star. This is a Cobalt Mage Crude Copper Morning Star. It has the following attributes. Base damage. 2 points.
Yeah, that's bad.
Cobalt Corpse. Dubious Iron Buckler. Clear Obsidian Morning Star. Dubious Wolf Leather Loincloth. Cobalt Mage Corpse. Dubious Rosewood Buckler.
Hit X on that morning star.
Cobalt Dubious Wolf Leather Loincloth.
What?
Cobalt. Dubious Rosewood Buckler.
Hit X on that
Cobalt
on
Dubious
that
Wolf
morning
Leather
star.
Loincloth. Clear Obsidian Morning Star. This is a Cobalt Mage Core Obsidian Morning Star. It has the following attributes. Base damage. 3 points. Base accuracy. 85%. It's made up of a copper shaft, an obsidian spike ball, and a deer leather grip. Dubious Wolf Leather Loincloth.
Yep.
Cobalt Mage Core. Dubious Rosewood Buckler. Crude Copper Morning Star. Cancel. Resting. Resting completed. Nearest unexplored space. North. 1. Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. Nearest unexplored space. North. 1. Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. The level 1 summon animal scroll. Or 2 blackwood arrows. Level 1 summon animal.
No,
Cancel.
I don't need.
Nearest unexplored space. North. 1. Encountered 3 enemies. Sarah's pet. Cobalt Thief Mage. Cobalt 2. Sarah's pet. Light damage. Sarah. Find. Cobalt 1. This is a male Cobalt. He appears not injured. He is wearing a 4 copper buckler on his left arm and a dubious dire wolf leather loincloth on his waist. He is wielding a dubious deer leather sling in his left hand. Cobalt. This is a male Cobalt. He appears not injured. He is wearing a dubious large wood buckler on his left arm. He is wielding a 4 copper short sword in his left hand. Cobalt Thief. This is a female Cobalt Thief Mage. She appears not injured. He is wearing a dubious linen tunic on her torso and a dubious iron buckler on her left arm. She is wielding a dubious copper knight sword in her left. Cancel magic. Some ice Cobalt Thief Mage. Head. 11 damage. The Cobalt Thief Mage's head is mangled. The Cobalt Thief Mage has been defeated. Cobalt 1. The Cobalt grabs a dubious linen tunic off the ground and puts it on Sarah's pet. Cobalt 2. Left leg. 5 damage. Injured. Cobalt 2. The Cobalt grabs a dubious copper knight sword off the ground and begins wielding it. Sarah. Fine. Magic. Summon Bone. Ice Plant. Cobalt. 12 damage. Critically injured. Cobalt 1. Sarah. Light damage. Cobalt 1. Sarah. Light damage. Cobalt 2. Sarah's pet. Sarah's pet. Cobalt 2. Cobalt has been sent sprawling through the air. 5 damage. Critically injured. Sarah. Find. 4 damage. The Cobalt has been defeated. Cobalt 2. The Cobalt grabs a dubious linen tunic off the ground and puts it on Sarah's pet. Cobalt 2. 7 damage. The Cobalt has been defeated. 225 experience awarded. Sarah has attained level 2. Sarah's attributes have improved. Gain 2 hit points. Gain 13 magic points. Sarah now has 1 skill point. Sarah is now experienced enough for a second job. Sarah's pet has attained level 2. Sarah's pet's attributes have improved. Gain 8 hit points.
Alright, and as you hear, we have leveled, so we can now allocate a skill point, and as you also heard, it said we're experienced enough for a second job. So this is where we decide what our second job is going to be, and I think I already know what I'm going to make my second
Sarah's
job.
allocate skill. Choose secondary job. Select a secondary job for the Elf Necromancer Sarah. Fighter, Mage, Healer, Thief, Ranger, Adventurer, Druid. Sarah is now a Necromancer.
Make him a necrofighter.
General allocate skill point.
No,
Sarah has Ice Blast. Level 2 of Ice. Sarah has confirmed skill. Cancel.
I'm not going to do that. A Necro Fortune Teller.
Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. West. 1.
Necro fortune teller.
Nearest unexplored space. South. 3.
The Necro paladin.
Encountered 3 enemies. Cobalt 1. Sarah. Cobalt trickster. Sarah's pet. Sarah's pet.
Okay, that's-
Cobalt 1.
okay,
Cobalt has been sent sprawling through the air.
that's
6
funny,
damage.
Necro
Injured.
fortune
Cobalt thief.
teller.
Cobalt thief uses hide. Cobalt thief slips into the shadows.
Yeah.
Sarah. 5.
Okay. Okay, that's funny.
Uh-oh.
Magic. Summon ice blast. Banish a reject summon animal. Lightning.
I'm gonna use lightning to try and unhide this.
Summon animal. Lightning. Cobalt trickster. Lightning arcs to the cobalt. 6 damage. Injured. Right arm. 10 damage. The kobold's right arm is mangled. The kobold drops a crude copper hand axe. The kobold has been defeated. Cobalt trickster. Sarah's pet. Cobalt thief. Sarah's pet. Sneak attack. 3 damage. Hide has faded from the cobalt thief. Sarah's pet. Cobalt thief. Cobalt thief has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. Badly injured. Sarah. Find. Cobalt thief. 2 damage. Critically injured. Left hand. 2 damage. Critically injured. Cobalt trickster. Sarah's pet. 2 damage. Sarah's pet. Cobalt thief. 8 damage. The cobalt thief has been defeated. Sarah. Find. Cobalt. Cobalt trickster. Sarah's pet. 2 damage. Sarah's pet. Cobalt trickster. Cobalt trickster has been sent sprawling through the air. 7 damage. Critically injured. Sarah. Find. Cobalt. Cobalt trickster. Sarah's pet. 2 damage. Sarah's pet. Cobalt trickster. 6 damage. The cobalt trickster has been defeated.
Now that noise you heard, I believe, is the attack bouncing off of the armor that they're wearing.
Searching for taut loincloth. Dubious iron knight's sword. Dubious iron buckler. Or linen tunic. Cobalt trickster court. Or felt loincloth. Or iron knight's sword. Dubious ash buckler. Cobalt thief court. Dubious deer leather loincloth. Dubious copper buckler. Dubious linen tunic. Cobalt corpse. Crude copper hand axe. Or taut loincloth. Dubious iron knight's sword. Port crude. This is a cobalt made crude copper hand axe. It has the following attributes: base damage, 2 points. Base port. Dubious iron buckler. Or linen tunic. Cobalt trickster corpse. Cancel. Resting. Resting completed. Sarah health general information. Health state carrot health state general jobs. Experience carrot health status general information. Cancel. Nearest unexplored space. South 1. Nearest unexplored space. West 1. The cure zombie rot potion for unidentified scrolls. Healing potion. Cure zombie rot potion. You've picked up a cure zombie rot. You've picked up for unidentified scrolls. You've picked up a healing potion.
So things will be unidentified occasionally, and you can identify them with either identify scrolls or by going to the general store,
Nearest unexplored
which we'll
space.
get to
East 4. North 1.
in a couple floors.
Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Encountered 4 enemies. Sarah's pet. Cave bat 1. Cave bat 1. Sarah's pet. 1 damage. Cave bat 4. Sarah's pet. Cave bat 2. Sarah. 1 damage. Sarah. Find. Cave bat 1. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 4 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Cave bat 3. Sarah's pet. 1 damage. Sarah's pet. Cave bat 2. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Sarah. Fine. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 2 damage. Injured. 3 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Cave bat 4. Sarah. 1 damage. Sarah's pet. Cave bat 4. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The cave bat's Search cave bat corpse. Cave bat corpse. Or cotton loincloth. Dubious iron knight's sword. Cancel. Nearest unexplored space. North 2. East 2. North 1. Search cobalt corpse. Cancel. Encountered 2 enemies. Sarah's pet. Channel message from Prime Minister. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. Channel message from Prime Minister. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Sarah.
Okay.
Find. Magic. Summon ice blank. Cave. Right foot. 15 damage. Cave bat 1. Sarah's pet. Light damage. Sarah. Find. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 1 damage. Injured. Head. 4 damage. The cave bat's head is shattered. The cave bat has been defeated. 40 experience awarded. Resting. Resting completed. Nearest unexplored space. West 2. North 1. Nearest unexplored space. West 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 1. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 2. West 1. Nearest unexplored space. North 1. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 5. Nearest unexplored space. East 1. Nearest unexplored space. South 1. The fall crude 17 iron arrow. Crude 17 iron cancel. Nearest unexplored space. North 6. West 4. North 6. West 5. There is a stairway down here. This floor has been completely explored.
Alright, so we found the stairway down. Now let me...
Encounter 2 enemies. Cobalt 1. Sarah. Sarah's pet. Cobalt 2. Cobalt has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. Badly injured. Cobalt 2. Sarah. Light damage. Sarah. 5. Magic. Summoned ice plant. Cobalt 1. Cobalt 2. 13 damage. The kobold has been defeated. Cobalt 1. The kobold grabs a dubious small copper dagger off the ground and begins wielding it. Sarah's pet. Cobalt 1. Right leg. 7 damage. Injured. Sarah. 5. Magic. Summon bone. Ice plant. Cobalt. 11 damage. The kobold has been defeated. 150 experience awarded. Resting. Resting completed. Search for iron buckler. Or hot loin cobalt corpse. Clorash buckler. Dubious iron basilar. Dubious small copper dagger. Dubious cave bear leather loin cobalt corpse. Cancel.
So I'm just making sure there are no enemies left on this floor, so I'm walking back and forth for a little while. Nope.
There is a stairway down here.
Alright, so we're gonna head down.
You descend to the 2nd floor.
Yeah, we are on the 2nd floor. So, let's save.
Saving game. Save completed. Encounter 2 enemies. Sarah's pet. Cave bat 1. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Cave bat 2. Sarah's pet. 1 damage. Sarah. 5. Cave bat 2. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 4 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. 40 experience awarded. There is a stairway up here. There is a stairway up here. Encountered 1 enemy. Sarah's pet. Cobalt. Cobalt has been sent sprawling through the air. 1 damage.
Okay.
The cobalt climbs down
I've
feet.
returned.
Sarah. 5. Magic.
Unfortunately
Summon
for all
bone.
of
Ice
you,
plant.
now you're stuck with me again.
What?
Cobalt.
I said I returned, unfortunately for them, because now they're stuck with me again.
Pet. 16 damage. The cobalt has been defeated.
Ooh, 16
Searching. 4
damage
rounds
to
leather
the
tunic. Dubious
head.
copper buckler.
That
4
one.
rounds. Dubious large wood club. Cobalt 4. Cancel. Resting.
Yeah, and that is at level 2.
That's good.
Or level
Perfect.
3, level 3 rather.
Health state general information. Cancel. Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. South. 2. West. 1. Nearest unexplored space. North. 1.
This floor is also where we get our first
Saving game.
character
Save completed.
that we
Nearest
rescue.
unexplored space. East. 6. South. 5. There is a stairway up here. Nearest
I think we're
unexplored space.
probably gonna
South.
do.
5.
I think we're probably gonna do the character and then go to the next floor and then probably end the recording there because
Yeah.
Nearest unexplored space. East. 1.
I'm gonna demonstrate,
it's-
I will demonstrate Twilight Town, and then I think we'll,
Nearest unexplored space.
Oh.
South. 1.
yeah, you try demonstrate
Nearest unexplored
that.
space. North. 2. West. 7.
I do want to see if there's anything in the bazaar anyway.
Nearest unexplored
So,
space. West.
That's-
1.
at least it,
Nearest
Anything of
unexplored space.
good enough
North.
quality
1.
you can buy.
yeah.
Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. Encounter 2 enemies. Dungeon Creep 1. Sarah. 2 damage. Sarah's pet. Dungeon Creep 1.
Oh
8
no!
damage. The Dungeon Creep has been
The
defeated.
most
Dungeon Creep 2.
pathetic
Sarah's pet.
character in
Sarah.
the game.
5.
These things are very, very weak. I think I had one, I got reincarnated as one at level 1, and it had 10 health.
Oh.
I think.
10?
So,
10
yeah.
health.
yeah.
Dungeon Creep 2. 2 damage. Critically injured.
Wow.
Dungeon Creep 2. Dungeon Creep uses Subdivide. Dungeon Creep splits in 2. Sarah's pet. Dungeon Creep 3. 8 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. Sarah. 5. Dungeon 3 damage. The Dungeon Creep has been defeated. 90 experience.
This is the other, one thing I want to say, this is a disadvantage to having only a body, because dungeon creeps only have a body. They don't have any other body parts, so that means they can't take as much damage before they die, because the only thing
Resting.
that can be hit is their
Resting completed.
is their body. So
Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Nearest unexplored space. East. 1. Nearest unexplored space. South. 1. Encountered 3 enemies. Cobalt Mage. Sarah's pet. Light damage. Light damage. Goblin Necromancer. Sarah. 1 damage.
Ooh.
Cobalt Thief. Cobalt Thief uses hide. Cobalt Thief slips into the shadows. Sarah's pet. Cobalt Mage. Sarah. Fine.
Now, what that was a sling. Those things aren't that great.
Crude Twilight Rock.
No. In fact,
Crude Twilight Rock.
there's a rock on the ground that...
They take rocks for ammo. I really don't use them because
No.
they kind of suck.
Bows are better.
Bows are much better,
Yeah.
especially long bows.
There are also staff slings, which oddly rangers cannot use.
Rangers cannot use. Only tricksters can use them, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, right there.
Defend. Magic. Summon Bones. Ice Blast.
The heck?
Goblin Necromancer. Cobalt Mage. Goblin Necromancer. Cobalt Mage.
Oh, no, Necro. Take out the
Goblin
Necro right now.
Head. 12 damage. The Goblin Necromancer's head is mangled.
Yes, sir.
The Goblin Necromancer has been defeated.
Now
Cobalt
remember,
Thief. Sarah.
If you
Sneak
have a
attack.
group
4
of
damage.
enemies,
Hide has
and
faded
this is
from
going to be
Cobalt
important
Mage.
later,
Cobalt
if
Mage.
you take
Cobalt Mage
Path
cast
1
Fireball.
on the 5th
Sarah.
floor, if
2
you
damage.
have a
Sarah's
group
pet.
of
Cobalt
enemies
Mage. Cobalt Mage has
with the
been sent
Necro
sprawling
in
through
it,
the air. 8 damage.
take out
Badly
the
injured.
Necro
Sarah.
first.
Fine.
Always.
Magic.
Because he will use Summon
Summon
Bones,
Bones. Ice
and
Blast.
he will bring them
Cobalt
back
Thief.
as skeletons. And as skeletons, they will be nearly impossible to kill. So you can kill them, but they'll be a lot tougher.
Left arm. 14 damage.
Yeah.
The Cobalt Thief's left arm is mangled. The Cobalt Thief drops a 4 copper knife
14
sword.
damage.
Critically injured. Cobalt
Ouch.
Mage. Cobalt Mage casts Grove.
Nice
Cobalt
sword.
Thief has incredible size.
That's usually the
Cobalt
first
Mage.
thing that necromancers
Cobalt
do.
Thief. Cobalt Thief
Is,
uses hide. Cobalt Thief slips into the shadows.
They
Sarah.
summon bones whenever something
Summon Bone. Ice Blast.
dies. It's usually the first action they'll
Cobalt Mage.
take.
Right leg. 14 damage. The Cobalt Mage has been defeated. Cobalt Thief. Sarah's pet. Sneak attack. 3 damage. Grove has faded from the Cobalt Thief. Hide has faded from the Cobalt Thief. Sarah's pet. Cobalt Thief. Cobalt Thief has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage.
Why would
The Cobalt
you?
Thief has been defeated. 230 experience.
Yeah,
awarded.
nice.
The fall. Dubious
Now
14
rest.
assault. Recruit 5 Rylite rocks. 4 will loincloth. Cobalt Thief corpse. Dubious large ash staff sling. This is a Cobalt made Dubious large ash staff sling. It has the following attributes: base damage, 4 points; base accuracy, 80%. It's made up of a wolf leather cord, an ash staff.
Now, something I forgot to mention. You'll notice that, especially later in the game, enemies can use weapons that normally their class wouldn't be able to use. So you're gonna find weapons on enemies that their class ordinarily wouldn't be able to use, but the enemy can use them anyway. Which is a little
I never
interesting.
noticed that.
Yeah,
Dubious linen loincloth, dubious copper buckler, Cobalt mage corpse.
because for example, there's a
4 copper knives, 4 teeth buckler, crude silk loincloth, crude large blackwood staff sling, crude blackwood buckler, dubious felt tunic.
I don't think mages can use staff slings.
Resting.
I don't think they can.
Resting completed. Your
If you want me to
explored
check
space.
that for you
Self.
right now,
1.
I can. Just to... Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do it.
Encountered 4 enemies.
Yeah.
Sarah's pet. Giant rat 2. Giant rat has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. The giant rat has been defeated. Giant rat 3. Sarah. 3 damage. Sarah. 5. Magic. Summon boss.
Oh,
Giant.
no, I didn't
14 damage.
want to
The giant
do
rat has been defeated. Cave bat. Sarah. 1 damage.
So these are giant
rat
rats.
Sarah. 2 damage. Sarah's pet. Cave bat. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Sarah. 5. Giant 2 damage. Injured. 2 damage. Badly injured. Giant rat 3. Sarah. 3 damage. Sarah's pet. Giant rat 3. Giant rat has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. The giant rat's torso is mangled. The giant rat has been defeated. 95 experience awarded. Resting. Encountered 4 enemies. Sarah. 5.
Hey, don't interrupt me
Giant
when
rat
I'm
1.
resting.
Cave bat 2. Cave bat. Giant rat. Giant rat 1. Cave bat. Cave. Giant rat 2. Front left paw.
No, they
3
cannot.
damage. The giant rat's front left paw is mangled. 3 damage. Badly injured. Giant rat 2.
How did you
Sarah's
find that
pet.
out?
3 damage. Sarah's pet. Giant rat 1. Giant rat has been sent sprawling through the air. 8 damage. The giant rat has been defeated. Cave bat 1. Sarah. 1 damage. Cave bat 2. Sarah.
They can only use daggers and knives.
Yeah.
Fine. Giant 2 damage. Critically injured. 4 damage. The giant
And also,
rat
I found that out because I created a
Cave bat 1.
character.
Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground.
Oh.
8 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated. Cave bat 2. Sarah's pet. 1 damage. Sarah. Fine. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 2 damage.
So yeah, I created a character
4
real
damage.
quick and I
The
checked
cave
its
bat
skills
forcefully
and nope.
resting. Encountered 3 enemies. Sarah's pet. Cave bat. Resting.
Stop interrupting my
Necromancer has
resting.
summoned bones. Giant rat corpse's bones seep out and reform into a sinister skeleton. Cave bat. Sarah's pet. 1 damage.
Oh,
Sarah. Fine.
Okay.
Magic. Summon ice plants. Cobalt.
So what you want to do is take out the necro.
Reptin necromancer.
No, take out the necro.
Left foot. 14 damage. Cobalt. Sarah's pet. Light damage. Sarah's pet. Cobalt. Cobalt has been sent falling through the air. 7 damage.
Make that
Injured.
necro
Giant rat
your
skeleton.
first
The
priority.
giant rat skeleton climbs to her feet. Cobalt. The cobalt climbs to her feet. Reptin necromancer. Reptin necromancer casts ice blast. Sarah's pet. Right hind leg. 6 damage. Sarah. Fine. Magic. Summon ice plant.
That's
Cobalt.
not
Cave
bad.
bat. Reptin necromancer.
I said that's not good. Just kill it.
Head. 17 damage. The Reptin necromancer's head is mangled.
Yes.
The Reptin necromancer has been
Okay,
defeated.
now
Cave bat.
you can
Sarah's
attack
pet.
the skeleton
1
with
damage.
Banish Undead.
Giant rat skeleton. Sarah. 2 damage. Cobalt. Sarah. Light damage.
now
Sarah's pet. Giant rat skeleton. Giant rat skeleton has been sent sprawling through the air.
You better
8
be
damage.
lucky that's
The
not a
giant rat
zombie.
skeleton's torso is mangled.
Because
Injured.
otherwise-
Sarah. Fine.
There's a
Yeah.
chance that you would have.
animal zombies can inflict zombie rot, which is it's one of the most debilitating things in the game because zombie rot does not go away on its
Yes.
own, unlike poison, which can.
Nope. You need a cure poison potion.
You need a cure zombie rot potion, yeah, for
No, for poison, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, for poison, you need a potion, but for zombie rot, you need a cure zombie rot potion.
poison has a chance of going away on its own if you rest, and
Yes.
if you haven't taken too much damage, then it can go away on its own, but zombie rot never will. One other thing
Until your
is
character dies.
yeah. One other thing is animal skeletons, if you mangle their skull, they can't attack anymore because I guess they attack with their
There's one exception to that, actually.
there's feral bears can, yeah.
Yep. Because they use their claws, I presume. So
Yeah,
mangling
they
your
use they use
skull
both
doesn't do much.
because they can attack more than I think they can attack twice. They have a chance to.
Magic. Fine.
So
Summon bone. Ice plant. Cobalt. Giant rat skeleton. Cobalt. Right foot. 15 damage. Critically injured. Cave bat. Sarah's pet. Front left leg.
Ouch.
1 damage. Injured. Giant rat skeleton. The giant rat skeleton climbs to her
Careful.
feet. Cobalt. The cobalt grabs a good small copper dagger off the ground and begins wielding it. Sarah's pet. Giant rat
A
skeleton.
good dagger?
Front break
Wow.
fall. 8 damage. The giant rat skeleton's front break claw is bitten off.
See, that's
The Sarah's
how
pet puts
random
the giant
this
rat skeleton's front break claw onto the ground. Injured. Sarah. Fine.
game is 1 minute there will be crude things and then there will be good things. Unfortunately, a good dagger isn't very much to be happy about.
It's not very much.
But
Magic. Summon
Yeah.
ice plants. Cobalt. Cave bat.
Maybe a good
Cobalt.
longsword
12
or a
damage.
good
The cobalt has
axe?
been defeated.
Yeah,
Cave
hell
bat.
yeah.
Sarah's pet.
But
Giant rat
a good
skeleton.
dagger? No.
Sarah. 3 damage. Injured. Sarah's pet. Giant rat skeleton. Back right claw. 7 damage. The giant rat skeleton's back right claw is bitten off. The Sarah's pet spits giant rat skeleton's back right claw onto the ground. Badly injured. Sarah. Fine. Magic. Summon ice plant. Banish undead. Cave bat.
I'm gonna do something.
Giant rat skeleton. Right hind leg. 21 damage. The giant rat skeleton falls over. Critically injured. Cave bat. Sarah. 1 damage. Injured. Giant rat skeleton. Sarah. Sarah's pet. Giant rat skeleton. Front right leg. 5 damage. The giant rat skeleton's front right leg is mangled.
Would you
Critically injured.
die,
Sarah.
please?
Fine. Magic. Summon bones. Cancel. Fine.
One more
Summon
shot would
cave
kill
the
it.
giant rat skeleton. Failed. 16 damage. The giant rat skeleton has been defeated. Cave bat.
Yep.
Sarah. 1 damage. Injured. Sarah's pet. Cave bat. Cave bat has been sent spiraling to the ground. 8 damage. The cave bat's torso is mangled. The cave bat has been defeated.
There we go.
245 experience awarded.
What the heck happened to that skeleton sound
Resting.
when you kill it?
Oh yeah, that's another thing. So skeletons only make that sound if you attack them physically and kill them.
With physical, right? Yeah.
With magic attacks, they won't. There's one other enemy that
Cave bat corpse. Giant rat
that's
skeleton.
true with
Cancel. Resting.
as well. Earth elementals will
Resting
Oh.
completed.
make a specific sound when you kill them physically.
Nearest unexplored
Yes,
space. South.
yes, that's true.
13. Nearest unexplored space. East. 4. Self. 13.
Ooh, I'm excited for this character.
The dubious
I want to
black
see what you
dubious
get.
spell tunic. Crude large black crude silk alloy 40 buckler 4 copper 9 cobalt mage core. Dubious copper buckler.
Hopefully not
Dubious
something
little
that's...
cloth. Dubious large ash staff sling. Cobalt 8 corpse. Cancel.
Hopefully
Juventus
not
General Emporia. A cobalt run
something
establishment.
bad.
There is a stairway down here.
Okay, this is a shop. You occasionally run across these in the dungeon, and to enter them you press the quote key.
Welcome to Zader's General
That's
Emporia.
apostrophe.
Zader
Or
bears at the
apostrophe.
You're carrying 3 gold. Bye.
Yeah. Now I'm only carrying 3 gold, so I won't be able to
3 gold.
buy much.
Yeah,
but
we're
let's
broke.
at least see what we
Dubious
have.
deathly sickly swift cape hair leather sling. 7 gold. This is a
That's
uncommon
crap.
cobalt made dubious deathly sickly swift cape hair leather sling. It has the following attributes: base damage 2 points, base accuracy 80%, element depth perks 3% to weapon speed. It's made up of a cave hair leather cord and a dire wolf.
Now I don't understand
Oh,
the point of weapon
that's
speed.
Garbo.
Because weapon speed doesn't seem to do anything. And I don't know why you want to have. I don't know why you'd want to have slower versus faster weapons. But
This is a uncommon cobalt made dubious deathly sickly swift cape hair leather sling. It has the following attributes: base damage 2 points.
yeah, 2 points damage for a dubious weapon is not very good at all.
Decent felt loin cloth 1 gold.
Yeah.
This is a cobalt made decent felt loin cloth. It has the following attributes: protection 1 point. It's made up of a felt loin cloth.
That's bad.
Flax tunic 8 gold. Dubious deer leather loin cloth 1 gold. Dubious large earthly visionary's iron broadsword 19 gold. This is a uncommon cobalt made dubious large earthly visionary's iron broadsword. It's a type of longsword. It has the following attributes: base damage 4 points, base accuracy 85%, element earth perks 3% to creativity. It's made up of an iron blade.
That's not worth anything.
4 granite club 2 gold.
Garbage.
4 copper hand axe 12 gold. Dubious large copper scimitar 44 gold. This is a cobalt made dubious
Why
large
is
copper
that
scimitar.
so
It's a
much
type of
gold? That's
longsword.
a
It has the following
ridiculous
attributes:
overprice.
base damage 6 points, base accuracy 85%.
that's a
It's made
longsword?
up of a copper blade,
Yeah.
a guard, and a deer leather grip. Dubious 14 blackwood arrows 6 gold. Level 1 ice blast scroll 8 gold. Or 11 copper arrows 8 gold. Level 1 haste scroll 8 gold. Level 1 banish undead scroll 8 gold. Level 1 mystify scroll 8 gold. 2 cure poison potions
You
70
know
good
what
20
that-
copper arrows 39
You
dubious 3
have
blackwood
to
arrows
know.
1 or 9 blackwood arrows. Dubious deathly sickly swift
No,
cancel.
and that's it.
Cancel.
There's not a lot worth buying in here. Actually, probably not anything.
Except for
There's
those
sword, space,
healing.
self,
Well,
14,
no, not
east,
healing. potions,
1.
But
You've entered Zader's General Import. Nearest unexplored space. North 1. East
And-
1.
so you stumbled into a wall. I'm like, "Oh."
We do have a stairway down, but I'm not going to go down yet because
Nearest unexplored space.
we haven't
No,
found.
because you want our second character.
Nearest
Yeah.
unexplored space. North 1. Nearest unexplored space. South.
Have you saved
4.
your game?
West 2. South.
You might want to
2.
do that.
Saving game. Save completed. Nearest unexplored space. West
Okay.
2. South 2. East 1. You've entered Zader's General Emporium. The unidentified scroll. Unidentified
item.
scroll. You've picked up an unidentified
Oh, I
scroll.
picked that up.
Nearest unexplored space. East 1.
When you get
North,
enough gold,
1.
you can take it to go get identified.
Nearest unexplored space. East 1.
Yeah.
Nearest unexplored space. North 1. Nearest unexplored space. West 1. There is a stairway up here.
Yep, then west. Ooh, stairway up.
Nearest unexplored
Now that
space.
sound,
East,
that
7.
squishy
South 1. There is a
Is
stairway up here.
stepping over a corpse.
Yeah.
Nearest unexplored space. East
So-
3. North 2. East 4. South 14. West.
Whoa, okay.
Nearest unexplored space. West 1. South 1. Nearest unexplored space. West 1.
Alright.
I think this floor is cleaned out.
1.
Pretty much.
Nearest unexplored space. East 1.
You just need to find your guy.
The following items are lying
Ooh,
here.
item.
Unidentified scroll. Unidentified. You've picked up an unidentified scroll.
Yeah, I picked it up.
Nearest unexplored space. West 4. South 4. Nearest unexplored space. East 10. North 6. West 6. North 1.
Shoot.
Oh,
Saving game. Save completed. You've stumbled into a room where a human is being held captive. Sarah, find. Magic. Summon bone. Ice lamp.
Diversity. Now, before you continue,
Giant
you
bat.
have a cave bat keeping you captive, first of all.
Reckon adventurer barbarian.
And second of all, this could either go. Okay. Bad.
yeah.
really bad, good, or really good.
Yeah.
Let's hope it goes good or really good. Continue, please.
Halflings aren't terrible. I can deal with it depending on which job it is.
Same for half-elves, too.
Yeah.
I can deal with almost anything, like, unless it's like an ogre or a goblin or whatever. Or a fairy.
Yeah.
Or dwarf. Because dwarves or gnomes, because none of those from your ideal. Human, elf, half-elf, halfling. That's cool.
Yeah. Adventurer barbarian.
This is a female Ratkin adventurer barbarian. She appears not injured. She is wearing a dubious blue tunic on her torso and a 4 flat flowing cloth on her waist. She is wielding a crude
with that
copper chain within
legendary
her left.
whip plus
Cave Bath.
rage and whirlwind.
Cave Bath.
That would actually work.
Lightning arcs to the Ratkin adventurer barbarian. Left wing, 12 damage.
But
the cave bath falls over. Badly
I
injured.
wouldn't do it.
Right leg, 9 damage. Injured. Sarah's pet. Ratkin adventurer barbarian. 6 damage. Critically injured. Giant
Die.
rat. Sarah's pet. 3 damage. Cave bath. Sarah's pet. 1 damage. Ratkin adventurer
You have
barbarian.
a cave bat
Ratkin
and a
adventurer
rat
barbarian uses
trapping you?
rage.
What kind of
Ratkin
human
adventurer
are you?
barbarian
Just
is
go
enraged.
with your
Ratkin adventurer
fists.
barbarian. Sarah's pet. 4 damage.
Yeah.
Cave bath. Sarah. 1 damage.
How can you be trapped by? How can you be held captive by a
The Ratkin adventurer barbarian has been defeated. Sarah.
by a rat and a cave bat?
Also, I like how you just conveniently be like, you stumble into a room where something is being held captive.
Magic. Summon bone. Ice plant. Cave bath. Giant rat. Cave bath.
Yeah.
Cancel. Ice blast. Ratkin adventurer barbarian corpse. Dubious wool tunic. Crude copper chain. 4 flax loin cloth. Ratkin adventurer barbarian. Cancel.
Don't
Banish undead.
summon bones.
Regenerate.
Don't.
Summon in.
I'm not.
Lightning.
Just ice blast it.
Summon. Regen. Banish undead.
Or
Ice blast.
no.
Banish. Regen. Summon lightning.
If you want to be risky, you could lightning. But I wouldn't.
Reincarnate. Summon bone. Ice blast. Cave bath. Giant rat. Cancel.
Actually,
Summon bone.
I'm just gonna.
Kill the rat.
Regenerate. Banish undead. Ice blast. Cancel. Find. Cave 2 damage. Critically injured. Left leg. 4 damage.
That works.
The cave bath has been defeated. Giant rat.
Die.
Sarah. Right arm. 3 damage. Giant rat. Sarah.
Ow.
Sarah. Find. Giant 3 damage. Injured. 2 damage. Critically injured.
Nice.
Sarah's pet. Giant rat. Giant rat has been sent sprawling through the air.
Die.
8 damage.
Oh, yeah,
Giant
you're
rat
dead,
has
you
been
goodbye.
defeated. 145
Yep.
experience awarded. Sarah has attained level
Okay.
3. Sarah's attributes have
Let's
improved.
see what
Gain 2
this
hit points.
is.
Gain
I
15
am
magic
so
points.
excited
Sarah
to
now has 1
see
skill
what
point.
it is.
Sarah's pet has attained level 3. Sarah's pet's attributes have improved.
Yes,
Gain 9 hit
me
points.
too.
You released Harsh White Hero.
I'm excited,
As a sign
but
of
also
gratitude,
nervous.
Harsh
Like,
White Hero joined
that's
your
how I
group.
am with every game.
Yeah.
So,
Yale left channel route.
So
you know what would be cool of us?
what?
If we ended the video right there.
If we what?
If we ended the video right there and like leave it on like that cliffhanger note. Oh my god.
Yeah. And next time, come back to find out what this character is, but you'll have to wait until whenever I feel like.
Recording, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not going to do that because
No,
I kind of
because
want
we're
to
not
see what
cool.
this
We're not
character
evil.
is right now, and yeah, we're not that.
Oh yeah, me too.
So,
I want to see it too.
but first,
See, I always get like this like with every game. Oh yeah, go on.
I am going to allocate.
You might wanna rest.
Allocate skill points. Sarah has confirmed Ice Blast. Level 3 of 5. Ice Blast has increased to level 4.
Yeah, do
Confirm
that.
changes. Skill point changes. Save. Cancel.
All right.
Then rest.
Resting.
I'd rest. Okay.
Oh, that's.
Resting.
Hold on.
Ooh.
That's another bug.
Whoa.
Resting completed.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't
That is
rest
another bug.
properly.
Yes, I've had that before.
Yeah.
So with resting out of the way, if you want to save real quick, or
Save
not,
again.
if you want to
Save
continue
completed.
on. Yep.
Now the moment of
Now with nothing left to do.
yeah, the moment of truth.
Sarah's character details. Sarah's pet's Hirsch White Hero's character details.
Yup.
Allocate skill points. General information. Hirsch White Hero is a male human ranger.
Yep. Ooh.
Okay, you know, that's actually not.
That's really good.
Yeah, actually, I thought my speech said halfling when I stumbled into that room, so I misheard it, but no, human.
I I thought.
Actually, a halfling ranger would be. You what?
I thought that you like were just saying halflings because it was random. I didn't know
No.
your speech said halfling. Because I heard human, and I was like, oh, diversity, because you know humans have access to the.
Actually, a
jobs.
halfling ranger in some respects would be better, but this I can.
Can halflings be assassins though?
Yeah, they can.
Okay,
They're more coordinated.
that's cool.
Definitely. And they're faster. So.
Oh, that'd be useful. Yeah.
But I can definitely deal with this. I think I already know what my second job for this is going to be.
Oh yeah, ranger assassin, right?
Fresh white hero has one skill. Confirm multi-truth leather arm archery. Swords. Level 1 of 5.
Now, rangers do specialize in swords,
Confirm change.
but I prefer archery.
Why?
Leather armor. Archery. Level 1 of 5.
I don't
Why
know.
do they
Level 1
specialize
of
in swords? They don't have dual wield or anything involving
True shot. Loaded
swords.
shot logged in. Level 1 of 5 is logged.
No.
Confirm change. Swords. Level 1 of 5.
Actually,
Do you want to allocate that to something, or do you want to wait to sneak attack?
Confirm changes.
actually, I think I'll wait.
Skill point changes. They cancel.
Yeah, I wait to sneak attack.
Yes,
When I do these games.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we got a reasonable character now. You need to find him a bow.
Yep.
That's good.
Which hopefully, there
We can
is
find one in
one.
the bazaar, I think.
Nearest unexplored space. West. 1. North.
Yeah.
West. 1.
But there's an easy way to get one. A legendary.
Nearest unexplored space.
There
You know what I'm
is.
talking
1.
about. You know,
Nearest
file
unexplored
manipulation.
space. North.
I'm not sure how much of that I want to do in this
Nearest
game,
unexplored space. East.
but
Oh, yeah. Don't do all of that, because that's just kind of
Nearest
copping
unexplored
out
space.
a little bit.
West. 12. South.
yeah,
Especially 'cause you're
I'm
doing it
only
now.
I'm only
You're doing
gonna
it
do
on
the
YouTube,
armor
but-
thing if absolutely necessary. That being
Yeah, because if you get something really dead weight, you might need to.
Nearest
yeah,
unexplored
keep it
space.
alive at
West.
least.
8. South. 2. East. 8.
but I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to deal with
West.
what we have.
South. 6. West. 6.
Do you want to fully explore this floor? Go down the stairs.
Yeah, I'm just
Nearest unexplored space.
making sure.
South.
I want to completely explore this floor because
Nearest unexplored
it
space.
does
West. 1.
improve your score if
Nearest
you.
unexplored space. North. 1. You've entered Zader's General Emporia. Nearest unexplored
Okay,
space.
so
East.
I
1.
just checked the time and I thought that said 9:58, and I was
Nearest
about to be
unexplored
like,
space.
what
North. 1.
the?
Nearest unexplored space. West. 1.
What time is it?
This floor has been completely explored.
9:28.
There we go.
Stairway down. East. 2. South. 8. West. 2. South. 4. East. 4. You've entered Zader's General Emporia, a Cobalt run establishment. There is a stairway down here.
All right.
Save.
Now let me save,
Saving game. Save completed.
and let's go downstairs.
You stumble upon a pair of wolves trying to smash through a town's gates. Wolf 2. Sarah. 8 damage.
This is. I like this music.
Wolf 1. Hirsch White Hero. 8 damage. Sarah. 5. Magic. Summon Ice Banner Beach.
Ice Blast. Or lightning.
Wolf 1. Lightning arcs to the wolf. Bad left paw. 8 damage. Badly injured. Right hind leg. 8 damage. Hirsch White Hero. 5.
That's not a lot of damage right now.
Wolf 1. 4 damage. Badly injured. 4 damage. Critically injured. Sarah's pet. Wolf 2. 8 damage. Badly injured. Wolf 2. Sarah. 7 damage. Injured. Wolf 1. Sarah. 8 damage. Sarah's torso is mangled. Sarah has been defeated. Hirsch White Hero. 5.
Oh,
Options menu. Change. Press load game. Load your game from the last level save. Yes or no. Loading game.
well that.
Ow! That hurt.
Yeah. This town fight used to be harder actually because back in the earlier versions there were
wargs.
yeah
Yeah.
they did about twice as much damage, and they have a sneak attack.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare.
But
16 damage
unfortunately,
plus sneak is-
they're very almost useless now because their speed is like really non-existent, which is unfortunate
Oh,
because
their speed is tardy.
yeah.
Tardy. I remember my
stumbled upon a pair
pet
of
once
wolves
got
trying to smash through a
reincarnated
town's
as
gates.
a
Wolf
warg,
2. Sarah. 8
and
damage.
try that again.
Wolf 1.
Ice blast
8
one of them
damage.
off the gate.
Sarah,
what I would do.
Find.
You what?
Ice blast one of them from the gate.
Magic. Summon bone. Ice blast. Wolf 1.
Get one of them out.
10. 17 damage. The wolf's head is mangled. The wolf has been
Yep.
defeated. Sarah's pet. Wolf 2. 8 damage. Cursed white hero. Find.
Now just fight.
Wolf 2. Pet. 5 damage. Injured. Wolf 2. Sarah. Right arm. 8 damage. Badly injured. Sarah's pet. Wolf 2. 8 damage. Badly injured. Sarah. Find. Magic. Summon.
Alright, we've got this.
Okay.
Right hind leg.
It's over.
20 damage. The wolf has been defeated. 1,200 experience awarded. Cursed white hero has
Right.
attained level 2. Cursed white hero's attributes have improved. Gain 3 hit points. Gain 4 magic points. Cursed white hero now has 2 skill points. Cursed white hero is now experienced enough for a second job. You prevented the town gates from being breached. Before continuing inside, you find a small orb clutched in the hands of a vanquished gate guard. You can now create portals to town. Press F1 to look around. Look around button.
Okay, so that speech got cut off, but what it was saying is you can press F1 to
so
create a town portal.
so now we are in Twilight Town. Now, you know, I really wish that there was a way for, like, if you came to town where you would be because, like, you know how you go to town and then you just come to town. I wish there was a way for, like, it'd be more realistic if you were injured, but you made a town portal and then you'd be healed. Not like
Yeah.
fully, maybe, like just to
Yeah.
make it, like at least, you know, if you had limbs falling off, they'd be willing to help you in that way. So.
Can
yeah.
I get you? Can I get
But,
you a
I
new
was gonna
arm?
say-
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a double cheeseburger with a large arm as a side.
Yeah.
The drink would be like 50 shots of morphine because, oh my god, that has to hurt.
What
Anyway,
what were you gonna say?
oh yeah, I was gonna say, I forgot. What the frick was I gonna say? Oh, a few things. One, that guy is now experienced enough for a secondary job, and he's now able to become a ranger, whatever you make of him. Also, the real thing I was gonna say is that there's a bug that some people have, including me myself, where if you go to town, the town menu would open up in a separate window from the game window.
Chris left channel route.
Yeah.
Chris left channel route. Chris has lost.
I had an
And I
interesting
remember one time.
bizarre bug which I've never seen before, which I'll tell you about. That happened to me yesterday, actually.
Oh, so I'm
So-
gonna tell them about this bug. The bug that, remember how we were playing Entombed? And
Yeah.
I was rooting and it was like a freaking, okay. So basically I was making a portal to town and I was in the 11th floor. And so on the 12th floor you're required to choose a path. And if you choose a path, then whatever path you choose will correspond to whatever boss you fight.
Yep.
There's two options. So I was making a portal and somehow I went to the 12th floor without choosing a path. So I had no path and I would have no boss. And so in the 13th floor, I proceeded and I got to the stairway down room and Brian's like, what the? And I was like, what? And he's like, there should have been a boss there. And I was like, oh shoot. So I went down and then I went up and then the compiler flagged an error. So yeah,
It was
that was my extremely interesting bug.
it was interesting that the bug didn't trigger. It only triggered when you went from the 14th and then back up to the 13th. Because I think I told you to do that because I wanted to see what it would if it would throw an error or anything. It's interesting it didn't happen when you came from the 11th floor to the
trigger it when it first happened because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure the path function or some function would have been like, nope, this doesn't look right, and boop, trigger.
Yeah, because I would have thought you would have you have to choose a path of some sort, which is interesting because
Because you get that bug.
Yeah.
But I don't want that bug because I wanted to fight the boss. But it was okay though because we stomped all over the lich. Me and my fighter assassin and my thief ranger. Oh, we stomped all over the lich. My dwarf brawler was no help and he died. I was trying to reincarnate him to something better, but nothing worked. So we're like, yo, you know what, Gimli, you're gonna stay dead. Goodbye. And Garrosh and Valeria just proceeded without him. And we stomped over the lich.
Yeah.
Which is the final boss, by the way. And, ooh, we're gonna get to that. Damn, that's gonna be fun.
Yep.
25th floor, the last floor. That floor is huge.
But we have 22 more floors, so... before we get there.
So, yeah, that is Twilight Town. Now, before he ends the recording and we, do some stuff, here you can get quests. And what quests do is, they offer you enemies to defeat on the floors. And if you defeat them, you get crappy rewards and money.
Yeah, occasionally they're good. They'll give you. I've gotten some of the. I haven't
found a quest with a good reward in a while.
Some of the named items I've gotten are from quest rewards, but most of the time they tend to be crap.
I just take them because they're fun. Because my team needs a real challenge.
And it improves.
And not even quests are actual challenges; they're just obstacles.
Yeah, I do too, because it improves your score as well, and it's a chance for experience. But it's kind of a letdown when you fight something really hard and then you get like crude arrows for it or whatever. So
yes, it's ridiculous.
Because I've had some quests, like I've literally had to start the game over because I could not do them.
Wait, what?
I've had some quests I wasn't prepared for, and I've had to start the game over.
Wait.
Because
was the quest in the same room as the stairway?
Yeah, so I couldn't continue because I don't remember, but usually they're on the earlier floors, but because you have to fight the quest if
Did you have your world file back then? Because I'm pretty sure if you did,
I didn't know.
Toasty for the quest.
No,
if you don't know what I mean, well, you won't until the very end of this playthrough.
Yeah. So don't ask.
Don't spam them.
No.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Over and over and over and over. Nope. Nope.
Okay, so let's
yeah.
Let's look around in this town, and I think before I end this recording, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to go see what the general store has for us, if it's anything good. I'm going to get quests, and then I'm going to take a look at the bazaar and see if I can get equipment for my characters. Actually, before
You might want to focus on getting money to buy some arrows, because,
Yeah.
Ascend to the third floor. Context menu. First white heroes allocate scale. Choose secondary job. Select a secondary mage, healer, thief, fortune, wanderer, necromancer, adventurer, druid,
yeah, do that.
Bard, monk, barbarian, assassin. First white hero is now a ranger assassin. Sarah's character detail. First white hero's character general allocate scale points. First white. Confirmed multi-shot. Level 1 of fucking dual wield. Sneak attack. Level 1 of 5.
Ranger fortune teller.
Oh.
Yell has logged in. Dual wield. Level 1 of 5. Sneak critical hit.
What?
Level 1 of...
So assassins do pick up the dual wield skill if you choose it as your second.
That is
as your secondary job.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
No, I was laughing because you were scrolling through the things and it was Ranger fortune teller.
Attack swords. Archery. Level 1 of 5.
That's like the most.
Ranger wanderer.
Attack critical. Sneak dual wield.
Ranger wanderer.
Confirmed dual sneak critical hit. Level 1 of 5.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack has increased to level 2. Dual wield confirm changes. Skill point changes. Save cancel. Sarah's
So
general information.
any
What
good
is
human
skill
ranger, I put it into sneak attack.
No, you had 2 of them. What did you do with the other one?
Cancel.
Oh.
Sarah's Persh general allocate skill points. Persh White confirm dual wield sneak attack. Level 2 of 5. Sneak attack has increased to level 3. Dual confirm changes.
Now, if you're gonna get a bow and some arrows, you're gonna wreck early, quick.
Yeah.
We apologize, folks. There's a whole ton of TT traffic. Oh
Skill
my
point changes. Save general information. Cancel. Sarah's Persh White health state general information.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah, we have a lot of TT traffic.
yeah. We're on TT doing this, and,
Yeah, he's routing his audio with a virtual audio cable, so I can take a listen because we
Health
both
state
set it
general.
up.
yeah.
So yeah, we're
And
on doing this.
if you-
Otherwise, we would probably,
You would be really bored, and,
or we would have done it on freaking like Skype or something, and I would have not liked that because Skype's audio quality compared to this is.
yeah.
Cancel.
Yep. What are some... Do you have any suggestions for human ranger
Sarah's
names?
Persh White heroes character details. General information. Health
You
states.
could do the one from Hero's Call.
That's true. I don't know how to... Do you know how to spell it?
I was gonna give you another ranger from a different game, but he's not human. So let me
Okay.
see. Oh my god, why do I have caps lock off? This is horrendous.
General
So-
information. Name.
I think Matthias is spelled Mathius or Ious.
Please have the characters give a name.
Either one of those two. Or I'm
C-A-M.
M-A-T-H what?
either Ius or Ious.
Now enter the character's family.
I think it's Ius because that's how I
This
spell
character's name is
mine.
Matthias. Is this okay?
I think you're right.
Yep.
It says Matthias, but that's usually how it pronounces it, so...
Yeah.
Persh White hero is now called Matthias.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna go back to town.
He's the ranger.
You've entered Twilight now. Look around button.
Yeah, because you want to get some quests and look
Yeah.
around.
Twilight Town appears
Go
to be
to
a collection of
the
rundown
store,
dwellings
then go
carved
to
out of a hole in the
bazaar.
bedrock. It narrowly sits between 2 dungeon floors and hosts a collection of every race and demeanor. Along with huts and homes, there are shops and gathering points scattered about. You're standing in what must pass as the market square. You can leave a town by ascending or descending the stairwell.
Now, it says all
You know-
that, but there's not much to do here.
No, it's not just that. I wish that Entombed was more than a dungeon. Like,
Yeah.
what if I want to walk around Twilight Town and talk to people? What if I want to explore houses and take things? I mean,
Yeah.
in a Hero's Call you could do that, and it's plenty fun. Like, I could go to houses and take people, take potions, take boss weapons, take items, and no one is noticing. That's amazing. Why can't
It's-
I do that here?
Yeah, it's funny that,
In
like...
Manamon, I can literally go into the mayor's house, take 10k gold from him and be like, yo, what's up, mayor? I just robbed you blind of 10,000 gold. Oh, hi, make sure to vote for me in elections, better. Exit. I was like, oh, okay. I'll just take this 10k gold plus this life tonic.
Yeah, okay, enjoy that gold. I don't even care that you took it. So...
Yeah, so I wish there was a way that you could walk through the town
Yeah.
and stuff. Also, another element that I wish they implemented into Entombed was food and water. I mean, resting can be substituted for like sleeping. When you sleep, you rest. But what do you eat and drink down there? It says you survive for years, so what do you eat? What do you drink?
Yeah, because, you would... I would think you would, you would die after, you know, a certain amount of days of not having food and water, because
yeah, so that kind of doesn't really mention it, but
no.
Yeah, I just wish that it was expanded upon that thing.
Yeah, and it sounded like Entombed 2 was supposed to be, but unfortunately that never got anywhere.
Man, I really wish that was a thing, because if it was, I would actually sit down and play it from a critic's perspective, where I'd be like, oh, okay, this is interesting, this isn't interesting, this is interesting, this I don't like this.
Yeah.
Some new classes going, you know, he could have added some new stuff. He could have got some new stuff working. I'm not really mad at him for quitting the game, because at the end of the day, it's his game. Who am I to get mad and fret about it, you know?
Yeah.
But
and that's why, like, all of Entombed's shortcomings and its bugs aren't enough for me to say I'm not gonna play this game, because
yeah,
there's so much I like about it.
I do agree.
And
yeah, there's really a lot that I like about it that outweighs its shortcomings and bugs. Although I do agree that the bugs, you know, should have been fixed.
Yeah.
Because it's the developer's job to go in and fix bugs. Even if one of your project updates are stagnant, just be like, okay guys, give me all the bugs for one last final update. We're fixing everything and we're making Entombed fully, you know, fully compatible, fully a full program. So I agree that the bugs should be fixed, but despite of that, I feel that this game is still an amazing game.
Yeah. It's one of the most random games we have.
Oh yeah.
And you know, for that,
it's one of the most diverse games.
Yeah.
The combinations of classes are damn near endless.
Yeah. I should do a game with, like, the worst class combinations possible and see how far I can get.
Top 10 worst combinations.
Yeah.
Healer brawler / brawler healer.
Wanderer fortune teller would qualify.
Wanderer fortune teller, fighter mage.
Yeah. Actually, I think I did play as a Wanderer fortune teller once.
Druid barbarian.
Yeah.
Bard fighter.
Okay.
Wanderer paladin.
Look around.
You can just keep going on and on and on. It's damn near endless.
Yeah.
General store button. Tavern card. Bazaar button.
Okay, so we have look around, general store, tavern, and bazaar. The bazaar is a online place where, and it's an online store where you can trade items with people over a server. So you put items up and people can buy them, and you'll get trade coins for them, and trade coins are used to later purchase items.
I'm actually curious, how many coins do you have? Because I know we share the same account, but I don't feel like going all the way to town just to check.
Let me see.
Twilight Bazaar. Box F. Manage Bazaar statistics. Getting statistics. 1 moment, please. Current Bazaar statistics. You have 659 trade. Chris has logged in.
659. As of last night, I had 14, but
whoa, that's decent.
Message exit button. You leave the bazaar. Bazaar button.
yeah. We'll come back there a
But you
little
can
bit
message people.
later. Messages don't work.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they were intended to let you know if somebody. You could come back and check and let you know if somebody bought something and what they bought. But
I thought like message was like a chat thing. I was like, ooh, that's cool.
No. That would be cool though.
You know, it'd be cool, like trade and battle, like trade items or characters and battle. That'd be so cool.
It would. There are a couple of other things about the Bazaar that don't work. Long swords do not show up, even though they are listed in the. If you check the Bazaar statistics, there are long swords do not have a category in the Bazaar, which is I believe it's a bug.
Long swords fall under then? They fall under swords?
They don't fall under anything, so you can't buy them at all in the Bazaar.
You can't get them?
No.
Oh, that's a bug? That sucks.
Also, there's a bug with loincloths. Loincloths being cotton, wool, not the leather ones, but the cotton and wool ones. I don't think this is the case with leather ones, but they won't appear in the Bazaar.
Oh,
and
because there's no cotton or wool armor.
There is cotton and wool light armor, wool tunics, wool and cotton gloves,
but not wool and cotton loincloths.
Yeah, there are.
No, like not in the Bazaar.
Oh, not in the Bazaar.
That's a bug.
Yeah. Also, there was supposed to be there is a martial arts category, but martial arts weren't implemented in the game. There was specifically supposed to be stuff for martial arts. And
sticks?
I guess, yeah, but
like sticks. Mace sticks?
Yeah, I don't know. That might have been stuff for like monks or something, because monks are considered.
Yeah, maybe.
There was also supposed to be crossbows.
Ooh, I have not seen a crossbow in this game.
No, because there aren't. That category was. This is the thing, is a lot of the stuff was partially implemented. Like there's categories under the Bazaar like crossbows and martial arts, but there's not actually items in the game for that.
I don't understand. Just comment the code out. I really don't understand why leave them in if they don't work. Just comment the code out.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna fully implement it, just be like, okay, here's what I want to comment out. Boom, comment it out.
That's the case.
Was that the Bazaar bug you were gonna tell me about?
No.
Earlier?
It
that's a
was
different one?
weird. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think I'll probably tell you off recording, because
Does it involve like a way to get stuff?
no. Well, I think I'll tell you right now. So in the Bazaar, you can take down you can remove items that that you have listed in the Bazaar. So if you go to manage items for sale, you can view the items from there, and if you press enter, it'll ask you if you want to take them down or not. Now yesterday I had I had a bunch of items in the Bazaar, probably about 10. 10 is the most you can have in the Bazaar at once. 10 items. And I had 10 items yesterday in the Bazaar, and I came to the bazaar yesterday, last night, and I checked my bazaar statistics, and it still said I had 14 trade coins. So I went back to my manage items for sale list, and the only item available, which I never put up for sale, was a decent longbow, and I never put a decent longbow up for sale, and that was in my manage items for sale list. So 9 of my 10 items had disappeared, to be replaced by a decent longbow. Yet I still had 14 trade coins, and I had never put a decent longbow in the bazaar. So once I took that down, it said you have no items listed, but I never put that item there.
That's a bug.
So, yeah, that's something I've never seen before, and to my knowledge, it's never happened to anyone else.
Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's never happened to anyone else I've talked to. So
that had to be some major server issues, because there's no way that's client.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, there could be a way.
Yeah, that was weird.
I really doubt it, though. I really doubt that's client issues.
Now, what would have been
mishandling items or whatever?
Yeah, and what would have been bad is and I was initially worried because this was the only item listed, but what I had initially thought the game had done was it said this item was listed, but it somehow hid my 9 items to where I couldn't view them, but they were still available.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
And so I tried reinstalling the game, and it still did the same thing, which is why I think it's
How did your game not see? How did your game
I think it's because the uninstalling Entombed doesn't remove the save games folder, because that's stored in your documents.
Oh, that's where it reads. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Chris left channel root. Chris left channel root. Chris has logged out.
But that would have been really bad, because that would have rendered the bazaar useless to me.
Johan Tan has logged in. Johan Tan has logged in. Johan Tan joined channel root.
what
Johan Tan joined channel root.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Because I literally, if that happened, I literally couldn't put up any items, and I would be stuck with,
No, you could have only put up 1.
Yeah.
If you took that longbow down?
Yeah, and I couldn't, and I wouldn't be able to, buy anything, because I had, because I had 14 trade coins. So that would have been bad.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. So
Look around button. General store button.
let's go see if the general store has anything.
Welcome to Zupton's general
Yeah.
area. Zupton glares at you uneasily. You're carrying 3 gold. Buy button.
Okay, and I don't have anything.
Exit and beat. Buy.
We don't have any money.
No.
Sell.
We are we're broke.
We're broke.
Yeah.
Dubious lace tunic. 18 gold. Dubious unholy gladiators linen loincloth.
crap.
1 gold. This is a uncommon cobalt
That's
made dubious
crap.
unholy gladiators linen loincloth. It has the following attributes: protection, 1 point element, unholy, perks, 2% to fitness. It's made up of a linen loincloth.
Yeah, that's crap.
Now, fitness, I forgot to mention. Fitness, from what I can understand, and from what it seems like to me, affects how easily you can get poisoned. And so, the more fit you are, the less the harder it is for you to get poisoned, because not everything's going to poison you with every hit.
Yeah.
Tan left channel route.
That's
Johantan has
Okay.
logged out.
Yeah.
Johantan left channel route.
Okay.
Johantan
That's not
has
the,
logged
Large
out.
Swift Iron Falcon, 48 gold. You don't have enough gold for this purchase. You are currently holding 3 gold and need 48 for this item.
Yeah.
4 copper buckler,
we need
22
45 more gold.
dubious large unholy Swift Iron Falcon, 48 gold. This is an uncommon cobalt made dubious large unholy Swift Iron Falcon.
yeah,
It's
look
a
at
type
that.
of long sword. It has the following attributes: base damage, 8 points; base accuracy, 85%; element, unholy; perks, 2% to weapon speed. It's made up of an iron blade, an iron guard, and a deer leather.
Yeah, falchions are pretty good. If you can get,
I have a legendary one and
yeah, I think it's like 26
Rex.
points of damage.
Yep.
Dubious unholy gladiators linen loincloth. Dubious large unholy Swift Iron 4 copper buckler, 22 gold. Dubious large copper spear, 30 gold.
That's crap.
This is a cobalt made dubious
that's a
large copper spear.
dubious
It has the following
spear.
attributes:
That's
base damage, 4 points; base 4 copper short sword, 10 gold.
That's crap.
Dubious rosewood buckler, 15 gold.
Oh,
Dubious
that's
large iron
crap.
claymore, 74
That's
gold.
crap. That's crap.
This is a cobalt made dubious large iron claymore.
Actually,
It has the
no,
following
okay.
attributes: base damage, 9 points; base accuracy, 85%.
Now,
This is a cobalt made dubious large iron claymore. It has the following attributes:
claymores are one of 2 large
Johantan
swords,
has logged in.
but
Johantan joined channel route.
hold
Johantan
on.
has logged in. Johantan joined channel route.
Why is your TTS events enabled?
I don't know.
rename. For large
Um,
ash great club, dubious large iron claymore, 74 gold.
I should have turned those off. I exited NVDA because it interferes with Twilight Town. Well, it doesn't interfere with it, but I have 2 voices speaking when I'm in the Twilight Town menu because NVDA speaks the Twilight Town list. So does Sappy, and right now I'm using Sappy with this game. So I have to listen to NVDA and Sappy at the same time.
Yeah, just shut off NVDA.
Claymores are one of 2 large swords, but large swords don't work, as I said
You know-
before.
If there was a legendary claymore and you gave that to something, oh, that would
Yeah.
rock.
There is a way.
But no,
There is one way you can use them, and that is if you get charmed and pick one up. You can use it that way. However, since they have no associated skill or any skill to level them up, I don't know how much damage they would do initially. But
yeah, right. But like, if there was a way
For large ash great
where you could level up claymores and stuff, and you
Dubious
got a
large iron
legendary claymore, because a dubious is already 9 points.
yeah,
Imagine how much a legendary will be.
that's pretty
Like
good
20 something.
for dubious.
Maybe even higher.
Yeah, that's almost as
Yeah,
good
it's
as
really good for dubious.
almost as good as
Johantan
great
left channel
axes.
route. Johantan has logged
Rename.
out. Johantan left channel route. Johantan has logged out.
rename. For large ash great club, crew 3 copper arrows, 1 3 healing potions, 46 gold. Dubious 13 iron arrows.
Okay, I might buy those healing potions later.
Dubious 13 teak arrows,
You need
6
money.
cure poison potions, decent 18 large
Yeah.
wood arrows, dubious 2 large wood arrows, 1 cure zombie rod potions, 115 gold, level 3 slow scroll, 23 gold.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
and that's all we have.
You seriously need money.
Sell, ident, exit.
There's a way for you to, get some money, but
General
I
store.
don't think you want to disclose how
Camper.
you do that on the channel.
You return to the 3rd floor.
And I'm not talking about file manipulation either. I'm talking about, the little
Cancel.
tool.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You've entered Twilight now. Look around.
Forgot to look at the tavern.
General store.
Well, I had to I went back down and pressed because there's a I don't know what it is, but Twilight Town does something interesting to the keyboard to where sometimes it'll, if you press like E or C to check your if you press E or C at all when you're in Twilight Town, sometimes it'll enter the equipment menu when you're actually in Twilight Town, and so it'll
Tavern.
yeah. So let's
You enter the Twilight Tavern. Get a quest. You check for notices on the tavern wall. You find 3 notices. Koch Crag Sword, a repugnant giant rat, is rumored to be creating an unstoppable force to sack the town. You can find them on the 4th floor. Stop them and you'll be rewarded with 30 gold, a poor holy brawler's blackwood buckler, and a dubious steel buckler. Accept this quest.
That's
Now,
crap.
let me just ask how giant rats can sack a town.
Yeah, they can.
That
They're just
doesn't
rats.
make...
Just grab the raid spray. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
You accept the quest. The notice magically binds to you. A dire rat killed my aunt when the town was last attacked. I heard it's residing somewhere on the 5th floor.
They don't
This
explain
and I will
that.
reward you with 64 gold and dubious earthly gambler's dire wolf leather tunic. You feel this quest could be very dangerous. Accept this quest.
That's
Yeah.
not good. They don't explain the notice magically binds to. Like, is it a piece of paper or what?
You accept the quest. The notice magically binds
Yeah,
to
I
you.
don't-
Reller Crushed Stone, an unpleasant
Might be a
doll,
piece
is
of
rumored to be
pa-
creating
Ooh.
an unstoppable force to sack the town. You can find them on the 6th floor. Stop them and you'll be rewarded with 115 gold, a poor unholy elder's linen loincloth of creativity, a poor rabbit leather glove, and a crude large holy iron scimitar of magic. You feel this quest could be dangerous. Accept this quest.
Now, this quest can actually be hard because nulls are, nulls can be hard, especially if there's, named, and they come in groups of 4 instead of,
Well,
I think
if
these
you
will
get a
be-
really good character and you get a bow for that guy, that really should be no problem.
yeah. Nulls I wish you could rescue, because they're actually pretty good. You used to be able to rescue nulls, in the earlier,
Could you play as a null?
version. No, but you could rescue nulls in the
What classes could they come?
beta versions. Not a lot back then, because there weren't a lot of classes implemented. There weren't all the classes that there are now, but they could be like fighter, thief, which thieves back then were what assassins are now. Pretty much. But right now they can be stuff like fighter, thieves, barbarian, shaman,
That's interesting.
assassin. They're not bad.
I wish you really could rescue them. That'd be sick.
I had one as a skeleton once, and it did quite a bit.
It's 10:08 p.m. What the?
You pass on this notice. Get a quest.
Oops.
You check for notices on the tavern wall. You find 1 notices. Reller Crushed Stone, an
You
unpleasant
find
doll,
1
is rumored to be
notices?
creating an unstoppable force to sack the town.
You find
can
1
find them on the 6th
notices?
floor. Stop them and you'll be rewarded with 115 gold, a poor unholy elder's linen loincloth of creativity, a poor rabbit leather glove, and a crude large holy iron scimitar of magic. You accept the quest. The notice magically binds to you. Get a quest.
Alright.
Leave. You leave the tavern. Tavern.
So, the last thing we're going to do before we end is check out
You
the...
find 1 notices.
What?
You find 1 notices.
Bazaar.
So let's go in
You
here.
enter the Twilight Bazaar. Buy. Buy one type of item. Archery. Axes. Bucklers. Chain armor. Clubs and hammers. Crossbows. Daggers and knives. Hide armor. Large axes.
Axes?
Large clubs and large swords. Leather armor. Light armor. Maces and flails. Martial arts. Plate armor. Scale armor. Shields.
Why does it
Short
say
swords.
like that?
Slings. Spears. Staves. Whips. Special items. Whips.
Axes.
Staves. Spears. Like short shields. Plate armor. Martial arts.
Axes.
Maces and flails. Light armor. Leather armor. Large swords. Large clubs and large axes. Hide armor.
Large axes.
Dagger. Crossbow. Clubs. Chain of archery. Axes. Archery. Axes. Archery.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
So what should we look at first? I think we should see if there are any bows.
Try to see if you did get a bow, yeah.
Inequality. Searching for inequality archery that have been discovered above the 3rd level. There are no archery currently in the bazaar that you can purchase.
Oh.
Crude.
Actually, if let me...
Sell. Manage item bazaar statistics. Getting statistics. 1 moment, please. Current bazaar statistics. You have 659 trade coins. The following items are for sale. 1. Special items. 1. Daggers and knives. 114. Swords. 19. Axes. 22. Clubs and hammers. 1. Staves. 12. Large swords. 12. Large axes. 50. Large clubs and hammers. 8. Slings. 6. Archery. 31. Light armor. 53. Bucklers. 14. Shields. 11. Leather armor. 10. Chain armor. 3. Scale armor. 29. Plate armor. 13. Spears. 21. Whips. 42. Short swords. 1. Hide armor. 29. Maces and flails. 5. 503 total items for sale.
So there will be archery available later, but this depends on what floor you're on and what floor the items were discovered on.
I really wish that weren't the case, because that kind of...
Manage items.
Yeah.
Sell. Buy. Exit. Buy. Buy one type of item. Archery. Axes. Bucklers. Any quality. Searching for any quality bucklers that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 10 matches. Dubious teak buckler. 43 trade coins. Dubious black wood buckler. Dubious teak buckler. 39 trade coins. Dubious large wood buckler. Dubious rose wood buckler. Dubious copper buckler. Dubious black wood buckler. Dubious teak buckler. 33. Dubious large wood buckler. 4 copper buckler. 33 trade coins. Buy. Buy one type of item.
That's all
Archery.
crap.
Axes. Bucklers.
Yeah.
Chain armor. Clubs and hammer. Crossbows. Daggers and knives. Hide armor. Large axes. Large clubs and hammer. Large swords. Leather armor. Large swords.
Actually,
Inequality.
I'm
Searching for any
curious.
quality large swords that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 8 matches. Good large unholy sickly iron great sword of strength. 551 trade coins.
Let's see
This is
how
a rare
good
ability
this
good
is.
large unholy
Ooh,
sickly
check
iron
that.
great sword of strength. It has the following attributes: base damage, 16 points; base accuracy, 85%; element, unholy; perks, 24% to strength and 17% to coordination. It's made up of an iron blade, a copper guard, and a dire wolf leather grip. It is magically augmented with zombie rot.
Now, I'm not going to buy that because...
Oh, now that, if that was usable, would
Yeah.
be great. Check what else is there.
Some weapons have the sickly element, which will do zombie rot. It's not as good as it used to be because the likelihood that they will inflict zombie rot has been significantly lowered. Back in the early versions, they almost always did.
Oh, that's
But
interesting. Why did
yeah.
they nerf that?
I don't know.
Good large living thieves copper claymore of coordination, 699 trade coins. This is a rare minotaur made
Ooh,
good large
check
living
that.
thieves copper claymore of coordination. It has the following attributes: base damage, 17 points; base accuracy, 85%; element, life; perks, 34% to coordination
pretty good.
and 26% to speed. It's made up of a copper blade, a copper guard, and a dire wolf leather grip.
Yeah.
Dubious large unholy visionaries copper claim. Buy one type of item: archery, axie, buckle, chain, club, crossbows, daggers and knife, hide armor, large axes,
What are you looking for?
large club, large sword, leather armor.
Leather armor.
Searching for any quality leather armor that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 1 matches. Decent gear leather tunic. 56 trade coins. Buy one type of item. Archery.
Why do people put this
Axie,
stuff
buckle,
up
chain,
here?
clubs, cross, deck, hide, large swords. Leather armor. Light armor.
I don't know.
Any quality. Searching for any quality light armor that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 10 matches. Dubious oak tunic. 40 trade coins.
Like me being the entombed player I am, a lot of this stuff I wouldn't buy.
Dubious wool tunic. Dubious felt tunic. 38 trade coins.
But yeah.
Dubious wool tunic. Dubious wool tunic. Dubious flax tunic.
Cause
Dubious
it
wool tunic.
sucks.
Dubious cotton tunic. Dubious linen tunic. Dubious linen tunic. 28 trade coins. Buy one type of item.
Yeah, that's
Archery,
all
axie,
crap.
buck, chain, club,
That's
cross, deck,
all
hide, large
crap.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
large leather, light armor, leather, large hide, deck, crossbow, clubs, across daggers, and any quality. Searching for any quality daggers and knives that have been discovered above the 3rd level. There are no daggers and knives currently in the bazaar that you can purchase.
I want to look
Type
at
of item.
short
Club, cross,
swords.
deck, hide, large leather, light mace, marsh plate, scale armor, shield, short swords, any quality. Searching for any quality short swords that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 10 matches.
Hopefully find
Dubious iron
something.
ziphus, 52 trade coins. Dubious copper ziphus.
That's bad.
Dubious copper ziphus. Dubious
Bad.
copper ziphus. Dubious
Bad.
copper knight sword.
Bad.
Dubious copper bacillard.
Bad.
38 dubious copper ziphus. 54
Bad.
copper bacillard. 24 copper
Bad.
ziphus. 34 copper knight sword.
Bad.
33 trade coins.
Ew.
Buy one type of item. Archery.
Oh,
axes.
that's bad. What the?
Any quality.
Yeah.
Searching for any quality axes that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 3 matches. Dubious large earthly rigid ash battle axe. 99 trade coins. 4 copper hand axe. 24 large living magician's large wood battle axe. 41 trade coins.
Check that axe. That
Buy one type of
battle
item.
axe.
Archer axes. Any quality. Searching for any quality axes that have been discovered above the 3rd level. Found 3 matches.
They're not
Dubious large
axes.
earthly rigid ash battle axe. 99 trade coins. This is an uncommon goblin made dubious large
Hit
earthly
X.
rigid ash battle axe.
Yeah.
It has the following attributes: base damage, 9 points; base accuracy, 80%; element, earth, perks,
Whoa.
11% to hardness. It's made up of an ash shaft, a copper axe head, and a deer leather grip.
There's nothing in here
If
that.
you wanted that, I guess you could buy it.
4 copper hand axe, 20 dubious large earthly rigid ash
No.
battle axe, 99 trade coins.
I mean, I'd rather save my. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'll. I don't know if I'll buy it until I know that I'm gonna get a character that can actually use it, because none of mine can right now.
Yeah.
And
What you need is a bow, though.
yeah, and I can't get one right now. Man, I was hoping there would be like named items or stat increasing stuff, but
there's that great sword of strength, which it would be really good if it could be used, but it can't be used. That's the problem.
Poor copper hand.
Well,
You leave the bazaar.
That poor copper hand axe is garbage.
You return to the 3rd floor.
yep. Alright. Well, I think this is where we're gonna
Now, rest, save, and end it here.
yeah.
Resting completed. Saving game. Save completed. Options menu. Exit.
Yep.
So
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that
why
has
isn't my
been,
NVDA turning on? Oh, there we go.
different.
Welcome to NVDA dialog. Chris's servers. Hero 1
Your
off studio
NVDA is
2
not
off
turning
start.
on. What the
Stop recording
heck?
check. Start virtual.
There we go.
Okay. Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Entombed for you for the first and second parts.
Yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed Bryant and I's coverage of every single race and class in the game for part 1.
Yeah.
And our human ranger, who we hope to get an interesting bow for part 2. We hope we can find that soon. It is 10:17 p.m. I don't know why I'm up this late. Someone help me. And I have school tomorrow.
Yeah. You might want to maybe go to bed or something.
Oh no, maybe. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. But no, actually. So, this has been a great time being able to come on these videos and share my personal opinion and just, talk about the game and help Brian out here on his adventure. It's interesting. So, I hope that all of y'all have enjoyed the video. I hope y'all have enjoyed my commentary, because I did the best I could for y'all. So if y'all don't like it, I'm gonna go buy that freaking dubious axe and oh wait, what I can't say that. Oh my freaking, this stupid YouTube censorship nonsense. Okay, I'm done. No, actually, I'm really glad that you've enjoyed. I hope you've enjoyed the video and stuff. I will let Bryant do his outro. And yeah, it has been a pleasure to come on here and talk to y'all. So, yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank Blind Gamer for being a part of this video and playthrough with me, and hopefully we can be back soon to do the next part of this.
Yeah, I want to thank... Oh, yeah, go on.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, so...
Oh, yeah, I was going to say I'd like to thank Bryant for offering to have me on here. It's been an absolute pleasure to come on here and, join him in this playthrough. We've always talked about the game, but we've never done so publicly, so figures...
Yep.
What the heck? Shut up, Skype, I don't care. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank Bryant for having me on here. I'd like to thank you listeners who have probably cringed at my stupid nonsense jokes. I really appreciate that. Not. And yeah.
And I would like to thank
That's
Entombed
it.
for giving me a decent character on the second floor, which hopefully...
Fairy trickster.
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this time I was playing Entombed in like 2020, and I got a freaking fairy trickster as my second character, and I kind of restarted the game, and yeah, I wanted to rage quit Entombed.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I'm glad I didn't, because yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Entombed gave you a good character. They could have given you like a human paladin, and then we would have both been mad.
Yep.
Oh, remember that time you had 2 healers?
Yeah.
No, you had 2 mages. Not 2 healers, 2 mages. You had a mage healer, and then you got another mage.
Yeah.
I think. Oh yeah, no, you had a fairy? Did you have a fairy? A fairy healer mage, and you got a...
No, I had a bard, or I had a, what was it?
No, the first time you played Brawler Assassin.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember what you had.
I don't remember. I think it was. Yeah, I think.
You had 2 mages.
I think I ended up reincarnating one of them though, because I think it was a dwarf, and I didn't want. It was magical, so I think I reincarnated it as something else to try and get.
What did you reincarnate it as?
I think it was an imp or something.
Oh, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah. So. Anyways.
Imps are really smart.
Yeah, they are.
Anyways, we must not distract you anymore with our small talk. We will allow you to return to your journeys.
Yeah. To the,
Because we took all of you and forced you to watch our content at Axe Point.
We will allow you to return to a world not containing me and
Channel message from YouTube censorship. You cannot say that. Channel message from YouTube censorship. You cannot say that. Studio mode. Start virtual. Chris is Chris 0 1. Chat history message. Channel CDs. YouTube's Brian's V. YouTube censorship. Man row 11 1 column 1 level 1.
No.
I wonder if that came out in the recording.
It did, because I'm still recording.
Okay, that's funny. Channel message from YouTube censorship.
That actually scared me for a minute, because
I was referring to like when I said it.
Right?
To all of you at
got some
Axe
food.
Point. Oh.
oh, go ahead.
We got you some food.
I know.
Okay.
I was gonna say that when I said I took all of you and I forced you to watch at Axe Point, I changed my channel name my nickname on Team Talk to YouTube censorship, and I put you cannot say that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that I will,
we will allow you to return to a non-Bryant and Blind Gamer world where we are not.
Oh yeah, dude, that world is probably so boring. Like you don't have anybody telling jokes like this. How do you guys live? I don't understand. I don't understand. How do you guys live without that? I'd be so bored.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're done now.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Master volume.
Before we
Message edit black. Master
start.
volume. Voice act. Chat tab. Control. History edit. You are not done. Less YouTube. Off studio 2. Off control. Start
Yeah, I'm
virtual
done.
camera checkbox. Not chat. Settings. Exit. Trend button. Select cut. Face. Featured. Audio. Volumes. Mute.
Yeah.
Properties. Volumes. Mute mix. Properties. Volumes. Mute mix.
Yeah, I think we're
Grouping.
done.
Scene. Durations.
Yeah, I think
Control.
Before we sit here telling, I don't know how many
Studio mode.
other.
Settings button. Exit button. Set studio mode. Start virtual camera checkbox. Not chat. Stop recording checkbox. Chat. Start virtual.
And
Okay.
okay, so I will see you guys
My nickname.
in the next
Yep, we'll see you
part,
guys.
which will
in the
hopefully
next
be
video.
soon.
Yep.
In the meantime,
Stop recording
Whenever
checkbox.
Brian and I can sit
Yep.
and decide to create one. This.
yeah. So,
In the meantime, do enjoy our videos. Our other
Yeah.
ones that you haven't watched.
yeah, leave your comments. I like to
Yep.
hear your comments. How you think this game is, how I'm playing it,
Yeah.
how crazy we are.
Any suggestions? Please don't. Oh, yeah. How crazy I am. Yeah, that's a new one. No, it's not. No, please do not be like a certain audiogames.net forum character and be like, oh my god, you're not playing the game right because you're not doing this. Shut up. We don't care. Now, you're free to leave suggestions. You're free to be like, hey, you know, if I get this class, I might want to do this, or hey, I kind of disagree with this, or I kind of agree with this. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you're not playing the game right because you're not doing this is gonna get blocked.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I don't have the time for that, so
Nah, nobody got time for that.
no.
Nobody has time for all that nonsense.
Start virtual.
Nope. Alright.
Recording check.
Well, I will see you guys later. So,
Yep.
goodbye.
Get to the next part. Goodbye.
Stop recording. Yes button.